That's a good game. The teams are coming out. We'll cross over to the stadium and to our comedy team, John O'Neill and Michael McNamee, for the anthems.
Teams are lined out, and here are the anthems. John, we were assured by our new Luxembourgish friends that this would be a sellout. I don't think it's going to be a sellout. Plenty of empty red, white and light blue seats in this tight little modern ground, just 3 years old, built at a cost of €80 million. Northern Ireland were here 2.5 years ago for a friendly one off the bench with goals from Stephen Davis and Gavin White for a 3-1 victory. The first ever competitive match at the Stade de Luxembourg. We think back to the horrors of 2013 and that 3-2 defeat in the José Bartel Stadium, which was in comparison to this one, was an Irish League ground.
It was. I mean, this is a beautiful stadium, Michael, and you're right, it may be only 3/4 full unless they come in very, very late, but it's got a beautiful, it's got that bowl shape, and it encapsulates all the sound.
Everybody's tight to the pitch.
They are, and the Northern Ireland supporters over in the corner in that little segment, you can actually hear the noise reverberating, and they're only in one small part of the ground, so hopefully we'll have plenty for them to cheer about tonight.
Architecturally very interesting, sort of white diamond shaped cladding all the way around, and everybody's covered from the drizzle here in Luxembourg. Northern Ireland are all in white this evening, and Luxembourg are playing in a dark kit of a grey, black outfit. If you're only just joining us, first starts for Ruairi McConville, the Brighton under-21 captain. Got a few minutes against Belarus on Friday. He's 19. He's winning his second cap, his first start. And a first start for Ethan Galbraith, over 5 years since his first brief appearance against Luxembourg at Windsor Park.
It's a beautiful strip, Michael, I have to say. I really like that all-white strip.
So it's the team all in white against the team all in a very dark grey or black. And Northern Ireland, we're sort of halfway inside the Northern Ireland half, and the match officials are in light blue.
And we're very low down, and I think it's the first time in all the time I've been doing this that I'm going to have to stand.
We're standing up. If we sat down, we wouldn't see anything.
Hopefully we'll survive, Michael.
We will keep you up to speed with events in Sofia this evening. We're hoping that Bulgaria's result at home against Belarus is of no importance here. We don't need Northern Ireland losing and Bulgaria winning.
No.
A point will do, remember. But as Joel was saying, Michael O'Neill keen to get this first Nations League away victory. Northern Ireland will kick off. They've got Pierce Charles in goal, Bradley and Spencer the wing backs, Hume, McConville and Ballard in defence, McCann and Shea Charles the captain in midfield, and Price and Galbraith assisting Dion Charles up front. Northern Ireland playing from right to left. It's a slippery pitch. It's a hybrid surface here. It looks in absolutely wonderful nick, and Rory McConville will leave this throw in on the near side, the Northern Ireland left, to Brodie Spencer. I think was many people's player of the match on Friday night in that victory against Belarus. Just on the halfway line, gets the ball back from captain Shea Charles, is now out of play on this near side. Our match officials, our main match officials, are from Azerbaijan. Ilchin Masiev is the referee, and the man in the VAR box is Englishman Peter Banks. And Pierce Charles away to our right is all in an all-red kit.
Yeah, we were wondering whether McConville might have played in the middle, but we were sort of half expecting that Ballard's experience would keep him in the middle of the back three. McConville's on the left. Maybe a little bit difficult for him because we know he's a right-footed player, Michael.
That's a little flick and a first touch for Ethan Galbraith on the far side. He's wearing number 7. He's inherited that from Niall McGinn. Yeah, that's a position that, you know, that there's 2 or 3 or 4 players who can't seem to tie it down. It's one position where I think at the minute it's the only one where we're never sure who's going to play in there. And we'll also keep you up to date with Scotland's game in Warsaw against Poland. Long ball looking for Brodie Spencer down that left hand side. The stadium is certainly not full by any matter of means.
No.
But as I say, the Northern Ireland fans in the steep tier away to our right in the corner of the ground, making plenty of noise. Lots of green wigs on show.
Yeah, at the minute, Michael, you would think it was a home game.
The 7th meeting of these sides, just that one win for Luxembourg back in 2013. Luxembourg have won it with Rodriguez, their top scorer. It's back to goalkeeper Pereira, all in yellow. Clears up to the halfway line. And Ballard, scorer of the first goal on Friday night, does well, tidied up nicely by Ali McCann. It's a wonderful atmospheric stadium, this one, and it's just 9,000 capacity, and says probably 2/3 or half full. 2/3 full, should we say?
Yes. 2/3, yeah.
Northern Ireland have the ball with captain Shea Charles, his second game as skipper. They're playing it nice and quick, and that's Galbraith helping it out to Price, and then to Spencer on the left hand side, back with Isaac Price. Shea Charles looking at the options inside the penalty area. There's a volley for Bradley, who's missed the ball completely.
I mean, that was a brilliant ball from Shea Charles. He's about 10 yards inside the outside the 18-yard box, almost in line with the penalty spot. He spotted the runner Bradley, put it on a sixpence for it, and Bradley just totally missed the kick.
And I could read Bradley saying sorry.
I would think he would.
On camera, on the monitor in front of us.
It was a great chance. Lively start by Galbraith, Michael. He looks very comfortable.
Well, we saw Smith trying to make an impact on Friday night. Long ball forward by the goalkeeper. Good header one. He's a tall man, is Rory McConville. Bit of a beard going on there as well. And he's watching now as his defensive teammate Trey Hume gets the ball out to Conor Bradley, wins the throw-in. Just
going back to Rodriguez, Michael, you mentioned 22 goals. That's some quantity of goals for a side of Luxembourg's capabilities.
Well, he's obviously the big threat.
Yeah.
He's playing these days in China on loan from Dynamo Kiev. Nice ball and pass forward by Spencer to Price, but Price's return ball was just overstruck.
It was a poor ball.
Price has nearly nicked the ball.
It was a poor ball by Price there, Michael. I mean, it was a great one. I mean, Brodie Spencer's looking for the 1-2, and if it's a good pass, he's away down that left-hand side.
Strong header won by Ballard. Northern Ireland started brightly in only 4 minutes. Spencer seeing a lot of the ball already. McConville. He looks at home already. Big Rory McConville.
He does, yeah.
Hume side foots it forward. That's a nice turn by Galbraith, who might win the free kick if there's no advantage. He does win the free kick because there was no advantage.
Bradley, yeah, it was Bradley, I think, Michael.
Bradley coming in off the right hand side. So you see that replay, it was Bradley thrown to the floor. And so free kick, a third of the way inside the Luxembourg half, is taken quickly. Shea Charles gets it to Bradley. Low cross. Ballard's missed it. Everybody missed it in the white shirt, and it's cleared by Luxembourg.
Yeah, 3 or 4 of them defenders all miskicked it.
Here's Ali McCann. Seems to have nailed down that midfield position ahead of George Saville and Jordan Thompson. That's a little bit of miscontrol by Dion Charles.
Oh, he's done
Charles
well
is battling to win the ball back, and it just falls nicely for Luxembourg on their right hand side. This is Sinani wearing 9. And 16 is Barreiro, the man who plays for or signed for Benfica in the summer.
Yeah, we saw him at the press conference last night, Michael. He looked about 16 years of age.
Yes. Luke Holtz apparently is a good mate of Michael O'Neill's.
Is that right?
Holtz has been coach for over 14 years. Of course, was in charge for that 3-2 win at the José Bartel in 2013. I think that was played in summer months.
It was.
A grim, grey, wet, cold Luxembourg City the last day or so. And I think the drizzle has stopped, but the surface is slippery, you would think.
No, it's still coming down, Michael.
Still coming down.
Yeah. Just can't see it with the lights.
On the right-hand side is Jans, most capped Luxembourg men's player, with a bright, luminous captain's armband. Yeah, their form hasn't been great, but they did get a playoff for a Euro qualification spot, lost to Georgia, finished third in their group, 17 points, some fantastic results. Hume linking up with Bradley, and this is Spencer. Show too much of that ball to Janssen. Jans comes away with it now on the right-hand side. Spencer's back, as is Isaac Price. Chipped forward to Rodriguez on the right. Hume's going to try and marshal this ball out of play, instead of which he gets his foot on it. He's a big fella, Rodriguez.
Yeah, he was very strong, Hume. Did well.
It's a push in the back of Shea Charles. That'll be a free kick right down in front of us.
Good play by Charles. He's been put in a corner there and he's no way out, and he just waits for the tackle or for the challenge to come in, and as soon as he feels the contact, he goes down and he gets the free kick.
Should mention Florian Bonart. He's winning his 50th cap, the man who plays in France for Bastia. And should Josh McGuinness come off the bench, he will win his 83rd cap. Ballard, cap 28 for him. Started every one of those caps. He's no super sub, Daniel Ballard. He's a starter if he's available and fit. And he played a good chunk of the game on Friday night and was very impressive.
Pierce Charles is 10 or 15 yards outside the 18-yard box, taking the ball off the centre half. It really is strange to see that. Long
diagonal ball looking for Brodie Spencer, but a good defensive header won by the captain, and back to goalkeeper Thiago Pereira, winning just his third cap. Anthony Morris, who played in the game at Belfast, he's injured at the minute, so there's not a huge amount of backup in the goalkeeping department for Luxembourg. Many of these players have got links and family backgrounds to other countries. Long ball played forward. Pierce Charles outside his area, nods the ball into the path of Hume.
That's excellent play.
And the danger is averted.
Yeah.
Here's Galbraith inside his own half on the right-hand side. He's taking on Bonart and wins the referee's decision.
I'm not sure who from Luxembourg is beside us, Michael, but he wasn't too happy with that decision.
That chap's wearing an RTL coat anyway. Play restarts with Northern Ireland in possession. Ballard. We played 8 minutes here in the Stade de Luxembourg. Luxembourg 0, Northern Ireland 0. Remember, Northern Ireland just need a point to get out of Group C3. Scotland have scored an early goal in Warsaw. Bulgaria have scored an early goal against Belarus.
Brilliant ball.
Lovely turn by Dion Charles, got past the defender. Charles now bearing down in goal. Last ditch tackle, and a tremendous one as well. And the absolutely furious Korac with the home fans not providing more noise. That was a wonderful tackle and certainly saved a goal-scoring opportunity for Dion Charles.
It was a great ball from our goalkeeper straight into Dion Charles, and it does a great turn, beats the centre half. He just doesn't have the pace to get away from Korac, and he's put in a great tackle, knocked the ball back to the keeper. And you're right, he's had a go at the crowd, because so far they're definitely being outsung in every department by the Green and White Army.
If Luxembourg do end up in the playoff, many of these players will want to avoid a yellow card this evening.
Yeah, that's right.
Some of them have gone round again. They're on 3 yellow cards. Now a long run made forward by Barreiro. It wasn't picked out, but here comes Jans on the right hand side, linking up well with Sinani infield. This is tidy possession. Jans, that wasn't good though, and nearly breaking for Shea Charles right down in front of us. Good tackle in by Ali McCann, who's been caught and has gone down in some pain.
Yeah, he's caught right on the outside of the ankle, I think, down the shin almost.
That is painful. We're seeing it again.
One, yeah.
And it was the big number 8, Chris Martins.
He may actually stood on his instep. He's holding the
Ali McCann is back. He's limping slightly. The Azerbaijani referee is checking he's okay. He's going to run it off, and the free kick will be taken by McConville. Back to goalkeeper Pierce Charles, who seems to have nabbed that number 23. Wore it for the first time Friday evening after wearing 12 before. Pierce Charles waiting for a little bit of movement in front of him. Gives it to his brother Shea Charles. Back to Ballard, still inside his own half. We played 10 minutes 0-0. Shea Charles on the ball inside his own half, far side of the pitch in the Northern Ireland right. Bradley gives it back to Ballard.
They've been very patient. You know, they're happy enough to play it across the back three, try and get the ball into Shea Charles for them to set it up.
Still the drizzle comes down in Luxembourg City. Long ball forward, who scampered forward, but Conor Bradley inside the penalty area and poked out of play in the end by Dirk Carlson. And that'll be a Northern Ireland corner far side.
Yeah, great run again by Conor Bradley. And unluckily,
he's like a 200 metres runner, isn't he?
You know, unfortunately for them, Carlson was on his toes to get back and knock it out for a corner. But it's great to see him, you know, zooming down that right-hand side.
Carlson, one of the more experienced players, winning cap number 61. So first corner for Northern Ireland in the 11th minute. The arms are up as a signal from skipper Shea Charles, who's going to take this with Conville's inside the penalty area. What a story that would be to score in his first start.
Wouldn't it?
He plays it short instead to Ethan Galbraith at the point of the penalty box. Galbraith to the back post, he's overstruck it, and it's out of play.
You can see what they're trying to do, Michael. They've changed it a wee bit. Instead of, you know, on the other night there on Friday, they were putting them straight into the box. You know, Galbraith has pulled out of the 18-yard box and got it to his feet. Unfortunately, he's looking for somebody at the back post, but he's overhit the cross.
Hats off to the Northern Ireland fans for making all the noise.
Incredible,
John.
Yeah, and you can understand why their players are slightly irritated because they must be out in numbers. I'm not sure.
It's not a peep out of the home fans.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. But it's a funny country, isn't it? I mean, where we were staying in the hotel, we didn't see anybody, nobody on the streets or nothing. Still
very close to the ground, but in an industrial and financial zone.
Yeah.
There's not much life on a Sunday, or frankly on a Monday either. Chance on this near side, the captain trying to play that long ball down for Barrero. He's got a bit of pace as well. McConville's lively, put that out of play, stuck out a long left leg.
Yeah. He's done well, Michael. Read the situation. Brodie Spencer's been closing down the fullback. He's hit it long, and that's what you want your centre half to do, to come out and cover.
Barrero trying to get to the byline. Luxembourg have won the ball back. Chance, the captain, gets the cross in, headed away by McConville. He's done well in his opening 15 minutes here, but the Northern Ireland have conceded possession. Rodriguez now gets the shot in as wide.
Yeah, that's what he does. You know, he picks it up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Bobbled a little bit in front of him, didn't get about a lot of power on it, and it was a weak shot really past the right-hand post.
It was a mistake by Galbraith, who coughed up possession to Pinto, supplied the ball to Rodriguez, whose effort was
you can't afford
a snapshot wide.
Yeah, you can't afford to lose it 10 or 15 yards outside the box.
Michael O'Neill is literally only about 15 yards away from us.
We've got to be
chewing gum. They've given the ball away on this left-hand side. This is the danger of
we've got to be more clever than
back.
that, Michael. We've got to be more clever. Yeah, I mean, to be fair to Luxembourg, they forced us down to this left-hand side.
Long ball forward by Shea Charles, looking for Isaac Price on the left-hand side. A flick defensive header.
Carlson did well there because he cut himself out of position.
Wins the throw-in. All the noise that you can hear is the bouncing. By a very healthy section of travelling fans of the Gawa, the Green White Army.
The Luxembourg fans are trying to match us, but I mean, it's a
group of Luxembourg fans behind Pereiro's goal doing the bouncy in response.
Poor imitation. It's a good atmosphere, isn't it? You have to say.
Northern Ireland throw in inside the Luxembourg half left-hand side. We've played 14 minutes 0-0. Spencer gets the ball back. He's going a little run. He's beaten one. He has won the throw-in, now down by the corner flag. He's given it the other way. I don't think that's right.
Strange decision.
So there is some noise from the Luxembourg fans.
Yeah, I think it's generated in response to what Northern Ireland's been doing.
The Luxembourg version of the Ultras. Chance is trying to hack the ball clear. The ball still just outside the Luxembourg penalty area. It's a challenge by Shea Charles on Barrero.
Again, he's
not much on that. They're both jumping for the ball.
But as soon as your elbow or your arm goes anywhere near the head, they're always going to give a free kick now. I mean, 15 minutes and there's nothing to choose between the two sides, Michael.
No.
Neither goalkeeper's been troubled.
Pereira all in yellow coming out of his penalty area. Elects to play the short ball.
That's what I was saying in the build-up. The first goal is going to be very vital here, I think.
Remember, Bulgaria won up against Belarus. Northern Ireland did not want Bulgaria winning and then losing here in Luxembourg. Lovely turn by Galbraith inside his own half. There's space now in front of him. Spencer crosses the halfway line. Price is outside him. Shea Charles is inside him. Spencer, I think he's eventually going to offload that to Price.
No, it should have went in. The cross should have went in, Michael. It's
back with Shea Charles.
Yeah, and we're back on the halfway line again. I mean, I don't know what we're looking for there. We're in a good position to put the ball in the box, and for some reason, you see it quite a lot these days, they come back out again.
Ball is in from the right hand side straight. The goalkeeper, yeah. Super John McGinn, got the late goal for Scotland on Friday. Who do you think scored the early goal for Scotland in Poland? John? Super John McGinn?
Super John McGinn.
A man known as Meatball.
Do you remember we went to for the friendly match and they brought out the programme and they had him done up like Captain America or something?
That's right, and he had an awful game.
Yeah, it's awful. But it's a great programme, man. It's a great programme cover.
I think that programme's now collector's item purely
for
the cover.
Yeah.
No paper programmes here in Luxembourg, thing of the past, online only. Luxembourg have possession inside their own half on this drizzly evening. The Stade de Luxembourg. It's rare that they've been attacking down that left-hand side. They've mainly been going on the right. Maybe that's they want to avoid going up against Bradley. The ball's out of play for a Luxembourg throw. Seeing plenty of the ball, the home side.
Yeah.
All in black. It's a long ball out to that left channel for Luxembourg. Nodded to the edge of the area. Trey Humes marshalling this ahead of Rodriguez. Gets back to the goalkeeper, Pierce Charles. Has it gone out of play?
No, he's given a free kick.
He's been
Rodriguez
penalised Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's penalised Rodriguez as Hume turns around to knock it back to Pierce Charles. He sort of tugged him a little bit. He's given a free kick for
He's got plenty to say for himself, old Gerson Rodriguez, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
He's much travelled, shall we say, on loan. But obviously
a lot of experience.
A genuine threat in front of goal.
Yeah. He's a little bit annoyed there as well because he's trying to close the...
And there goes Bradley down that right-hand side. He's going to have to try and beat two defenders. It's scooped away from him, and that's well done by Carlson.
Carlson's played well. They've given it away here.
They've given the ball away inside their own half, though. Here's Shea Charles. Opportunity now. Edge of the area. Cross coming in. Miles Price just can't get his foot on the end of it.
He did.
5 yards from goal, we thought he was going to tap it in.
I thought he was going to tap it in. I don't know why he didn't. He didn't even seem to stretch for it. I mean, they've given it away about 10 yards outside the 18-yard box. It was a beautiful ball by Galbraith across the box.
It was just too far in front of him.
Too far. The pace of the ball's beat him a little bit coming off the greasy surface.
Galbraith looking
he
lively in the opening 18 minutes.
Lively, yeah.
Playing regularly for Leyton Orient.
But we were saying that on Friday night, Michael, that the lads like even Shea Charles, getting regular football makes a big difference. Even if it might be a division down or whatnot, you can't beat playing regularly.
Scotland still 1 up, Bulgaria still 1 up. 0-0 here, Luxembourg against Northern Ireland, the final match in Group C3. Northern Ireland starting the evening 2 points ahead of Bulgaria. It's back with Pereira, the goalkeeper. To be fair, the Luxembourg Ultras, they're
trying. There's not many of them. There's absolutely nothing coming from the rest of the stadium.
No, they've lost the ball again in their own half. Picked up by Shea Charles. Bradley's gone on a run. Dion Charles leaves it. Oh, great finish. Isaac Price curls it in to the bottom right-hand corner. A brilliant goal. A wonderful dummy by Dion Charles. Northern Ireland are 1 up after 19 minutes, and it's hat-trick hero Price again.
Yeah, they got away with it, just a few minutes earlier. They lost the ball outside the 18-yard box, and it was a beautiful ball. I think it was Shea Charles put it into the box. Dion Charles steps over it, and Price comes on with it, side foots it into the corner. I mean, that's one to see on TV. That's a great goal. Well worked.
Here it comes in the replay. Luxembourg coughing up possession inside their own half.
Yeah, great
Shea
step
Charles
over.
with the ball. Lovely finish.
Brilliant.
That's a fellow with total confidence.
Yeah.
Isaac Price in front of goal. His 6th international goal. Just his 18th senior cap. Pereira couldn't get anywhere near it, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, and again, we've said it all along. Shea Charles can see a pass, Michael. He picked it up, and within 2 or 3 seconds, the defence doesn't have the time to react. The ball's gone in, but I mean, it was a great step over for Dion Charles, and by doing that, it put it on a plate for Price, and the goalkeeper has no chance.
And we were right behind Isaac Price as he curved it in.
As soon as it hit it, it was gone. It was in the net.
Goodness me, great goal.
And they've been playing well, Michael. They've been passing the ball well. I haven't seen, this last 4 or 5 games, I haven't seen a Northern Ireland team pass the ball so well, And we know, like, we're in League C of the Nations League, but having said that, this is where they're going to earn their bones, and they're going to get experience here.
McConville has been put to the floor. A little tap on his ankle from Gerson Rodriguez. Wins the free kick on the halfway line. He
looks comfortable, Michael. He hasn't done a lot to do, but on the ball, he's comfortable. He doesn't.
He's got a physical presence as well, John. Little flick by Galbraith on the far side. Ball's out of play. 21 minutes gone. Northern Ireland leading here by a goal to nil. Bulgaria won up against Belarus, so as it stands, Northern Ireland would finish in 13 and Bulgaria would finish on 11.
You'd like to think as well, the height of McConville, when we do get set pieces and corners and stuff like that, he's got to be a threat.
Throw into Luxembourg, far side. Twice in the last couple of minutes they lost possession needlessly inside their own half, and on the second occasion they were punished.
It was a great finish by Price as well, wasn't it?
Now ball's back to the goalkeeper. He's have to look lively to clear it over the halfway line. And Bradley will get it all the way back to Pierce Charles.
I don't know what Hume's doing there. He's got his hand up in the air, waiting for it to be offside. Just go and play the ball.
Ballard to Bradley on the right, infield to Galbraith.
Galbraith was unlucky. He's tried to play it first time to set Conor Bradley away down that right hand side.
Martins for the throw in.
Yeah, and Martins just got away with it, got in front of it.
Remember, Justin Devaney is on the bench. 21-year-old who made his Premier League debut for Crystal Palace last weekend against Fulham. He could become the 45th player to get a debut under Michael O'Neill.
He spoke about that in the press conference, Michael. You asked him the question and he basically said it depends on the player. Sometimes within 3 or 4 games that he's capable of the job, and other
sometimes the debut is only there plugging a gap.
Exactly.
Luxembourg on the ball on the far side in this drizzly night. They've given the ball away again. Dion Charles through to Ali McCann. Danger now. McCann finding Isaac Price. Doesn't find Price. Shot by Shea Charles. High into the Luxembourg Ultras.
That's one thing where McCann has got to be more confident, Michael. He's tried to play the ball through to Price. I think myself he should have took another 2 or 3 steps and had a shot. But it was a difficult ball he was trying to play through to Price. The defender intercepted it, and then when it came back out, the shot was way over the bar.
The Ultras are a bit quiet since that goal.
They are.
The Northern Ireland fans are bouncing with renewed vigour. Isaac Price with the goal, almost exactly on the 19-minute mark. And Pierce Charles, he came into this game with officially 4 shots that he saved, made 4 saves. It's difficult to remember those 4 shots in the previous 3 caps, but here come Luxembourg down the left-hand side. Danger, side-footed away inside his own penalty area by Ballard.
Yeah, well, that's when you have to defend. You don't want to be taking them down and trying to play. You just get them out of the danger area and get set to defend the throw-in.
Rodriguez has the ball taken off by Ali McCann. Another throw-in. Luxembourg left-hand side, almost level with the 18-yard box.
The subs are warming up, Michael, but I think that's more just to try and keep them a little bit warm because it's cool down there.
I think is Carlson playing with some sort of face mask by the looks
of it? He seems to be,
Long ball forward by the Luxembourg goalkeeper. There's nobody there in a black jersey, and Bradley will let it bounce out of play. Northern Ireland, I hesitate to say, looking comfortable at the moment, John.
They are looking comfortable. They had 2 good opportunities. They punished them for the second one, and they've shown nothing. They've had plenty of possession, Michael, but once they get into the final third, there's no end product.
The suspended Kieran Brown didn't travel with the squad. Devaney's on the bench. Keelan Boyd-Munt's not involved.
I've always said, Michael, when you see a player, sometimes he's a good player and he's comfortable. And Galbraith, I think, has shown that. Every time he's on the ball, he looks very comfortable. Playing
nicely out of defence. The ambitious ball by Spencer's cut out. Again. But Northern Ireland nearly winning the tackle. They do win the tackle. That's good by Ali McCann on the halfway line. Back to Spencer.
Yeah, we've seen that from quite a few of the players. McCann does it. Brodie Spencer does it. Certainly Bradley does it. When they lose the ball, they're very, very quickly to get back in and win it back again.
You have to say Ali McCann is definitely well ahead of George Saville now.
Oh, without a doubt.
As the first choice. Ball's out of play for Northern Ireland, throw in. We've played 25 minutes. They're leading through Isaac Price's lovely strike in the 19th minute.
I mean, if you look at the team now, I think you've got Charles, McCann, Brodie Spencer, Bradley and one other, and who that's going to be, it looks like at this minute in time that Galbraith is going to maybe cement that place for him, and Price is now starting to score goals, so the side's getting a settled feel about it. And as regards the three at the back, I think we've got plenty of options now, Michael.
Pierce Charles outside his D, that bright red goalkeeping outfit. Side puts it to McConville.
He is so confident on the ball. Because
lovely ball to the centre circle to Isaac Price. Here comes the counter-attack. Price running towards goal. Thought about having a pop at it. Here's Galbraith. Corner of the penalty area, right-hand side. Chips it in, looking for Price. Dion Charles has fallen over. And Luxembourg clear their lines. But again, just one good ball. Northern Ireland win the ball back. Again, it's Ali McCann having a terrific match. Foul on McConville. They're trying to wind him up. Rodriguez is trying to wind up the rookie.
I think
McConville's not biting.
Not at all. I think he's so frustrated. He can't get on the ball. He's been trying to close, the goalkeeper and our back three down. And to be fair to O'Grady, the guys behind him aren't helping him. And I think that's just sheer frustration.
Tell you what, this is a great first start for McConville up against Rodriguez, and he's holding his own.
He looks comfortable.
He's wearing Aaron Hughes' old number, the number 18.
I saw Aaron actually down in front of us there.
Free kick play to Trey Hume. Back to Ballard. I think that drizzles on for the night, John.
It looks like it, yeah.
But it's a wonderful, you have to say, a wonderful ground, terrific playing surface.
Yeah. Beautiful stadium.
But it's a chilly, wet November night here. Lovely attempted flick by Bradley, and Galbraith has won the ball back, but he brought his man down.
I mean,
foul on Pinto.
You only do that when you're playing with a lot of confidence. It was an awful technique, man. You didn't actually work, but
it was a jersey tug by Galbraith. Here's the man in the mask, Carlson, to this near side, Captain Jans. Hadn't seen so much of the ball the last sort of 5 or 10 minutes. Chance looking for Rodriguez, who's jumping on the D. Another towering header won by the Northern Ireland defence.
That's not a free
and
kick.
I can't conceded the free kick, and Ali McCann is going to go into the referee's notebook.
No, I don't think he is. I think McCann's just having a word with him. It was actually Shea Charles that he's given the foul against Michael.
I thought the referee was getting his book out.
No, I think he got the spray out. But it was Charles that made the challenge, but I couldn't actually see what he'd done wrong here.
No, it was McCann.
Oh, he's actually given it for. Oh, he's given it for that one, right? Okay, I thought he gave it for the next one when the play.
Yes, he did reach for his pocket. I thought he was reaching for his card. Reaching for the spray. So free kick for Luxembourg. 28 minutes gone.
I would think there's only one person's going to hit this.
It's about 28, 30 yards out.
Yeah. Well,
Sinani and Gerson Rodriguez standing over it.
I would say
it's to the right of the goal as Luxembourg look at it.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't have a shot here. So this might be the first test.
1, 2, 3 is a four-man wall with an additional Luxembourg player on it.
Yeah, it looks like Rodriguez is setting himself up for this.
It's either Sinani's left foot or Rodriguez's right. Pierce Charles bouncing up down the balls of his feet. It's low, it's into the wall. Rodriguez hits it again, and it's well wide. He hit it like a rocket.
He did, yeah.
He didn't hit it accurately. His first free kick, the free kick was low. It hit the man on the right-hand side of the wall.
He was trying to bend it around the last man on the wall, and he didn't get it right. Didn't get the curl on it. But as it come out, he's hit it with some pace, Michael, but it was well wide.
Charles clears right-footed, looking for Bradley on that far side. Galbraith nods it into the path of Conor Bradley on the halfway line. Shea Charles.
Oh, he's a bit lax there, Charles.
Wasn't a great ball for Bradley, and it's out of play.
Yeah. He just needed to take that under control a little bit. He's just played it too quickly. It was too tight over there for Bradley.
Half an hour gone. Northern Ireland leading here in Luxembourg by a goal to nil, scored by Isaac Price in the 19th minute. Ethan Galbraith has been penalised for a challenge on that far side.
Yeah, the referee seems to use a little bit of common sense. Like, I mean, it's a challenge, you know, and it's a foul, but not every foul's a booking, Michael.
Bonart to his captain Jans. Michael O'Neill saying the ball was out of play. It was right in front of him. He can't believe it.
I could see it from up here. I don't know why The assistant referee didn't.
And Michael O'Neill in his customary dark jacket, which is rather sodden.
Yeah, he looks wet, doesn't he?
Hands in pockets, watching as Luxembourg play the ball across their own half of the pitch. Yet to trouble Pierce Charles away to our right.
Yeah, we're working very hard to close them down, Michael. They're comfortable on the ball inside their own half, but once it comes over the halfway line, their troubles start.
Scotland still leading through that early McGinn goal away to Poland. Bulgaria one up against Belarus.
Yeah, they've lost it again.
Attack breaks down, stabbed forward by Ballard. Carlson with that protective mask gets the ball back to goalkeeper Pereira.
This is another game I think Shea Charles should be getting on the ball as much as he can, because he finds the passes and there's plenty of opportunities he can thread balls through.
Balls for Rodriguez. His touch wasn't a great one. They eventually do get it out to Jans now, the skipper on this right hand side. Sinani swings it out to the left now. That's a good ball. They can keep it in. Bradley's trying to cut out the danger. The home fans say the ball was out of play, and the referee agrees.
Yeah. You could just see it coming across off the turf, Michael. Just skidded a little bit too quickly for him. And
Bradley will leave the throw in to Trey Hume. He will take the throw in front of some of those Northern Ireland fans' flags draped over the barriers here. In front of the one from City of Armagh, Rich Hill as well. They're enjoying themselves, the Northern Ireland fans. They've seen Isaac Price score a lovely goal. They're watching now as the ball is played into the penalty area, and an easy take for Pierce Charles, who wanted to swing that ball out immediately to Price. Price wanted it too, but
good defending by Brodie Spencer there. Rodriguez in the middle of the park, in the middle of the 18-yard box, is looking for it, and he's trying to corner referee into a free kick or a penalty there. Spencer did well. Oh, what a turn.
Lovely turn by Conor Bradley on the halfway line. Bradley, that's terrific stuff. He's coming in field now, real danger. Bradley looking at for the pass to Price. Price now just outside the penalty area. He thinks about the curling shot, and it's spilled by the goalkeeper and nearly picked up and forced in by Dion Charles. Charles and the goalkeeper now eyeball to eyeball. A couple of defenders coming in. They don't like the fact that Charles was battling to try and get that ball. The goalkeeper should have held it.
Should have held
spilled
it. It was there to be played for. And to be fair to the referee, you know, Charles and I think it was Carlson were having a little go at one another. He just walked away and told them basically sort it out among yourselves. Good referee in there. But Charles had every opportunity to go for it. He spilled it.
A slippery ball for Pereira.
Yeah, Price didn't really get enough on it. He was trying to curl it like almost from the same as the goal, Michael, but he didn't get enough on it. But it dipped right in front of the goalkeeper and came off the turf, and he spilled it out to him.
Chance again. Misses the flick. That's how to play Northern Ireland flow.
Jan saw Brodie Spencer coming there, and he didn't fancy it, and he just let it go out for a throw in.
Pierce Charles, ball at his feet. Ballard just outside the penalty area. Back to Pierce Charles. White gloves, white boots. Gets it forward left-footed. Header won by Jans. Shea Charles has lost the ball. Surely an offside against Rodriguez. He doesn't get anywhere near it in the end. Quickly bowled out by Pierce.
Let it go on.
Charles to Price. Price up to the halfway line on the left. He's been illegally challenged. That'll be a Northern Ireland free kick. Sinani, the offender, quickly taken to Shea Charles.
The referee just says, no, take it easy, get on with it.
Just saw a cutaway shot in the monitor of an inflatable green alien decked out in a Northern Ireland away shirt.
No, I see it over there, yeah.
Pierce Charles to Ballard, still inside his own penalty area. Ballard looks up, long ball, hoping for Bradley to get in the end of it. It was just slightly wayward.
Yeah, it was too much
out of play.
He wanted it over the top, Bradley, and the ball was dropping behind him, and he couldn't really get back onto it.
11 minutes of normal time left in the first half. Northern Ireland leading through the only real gilt-edged chance that's been created by either side.
Yeah.
Converted by Isaac Price in the 19th minute.
Oh my God, he's just throwing it straight to Galbraith.
They do get the ball back on the far side, roll it to goalkeeper Pereira. I think Northern Ireland would take a 1-0, wouldn't they, John?
Oh, absolutely.
Clean sheet, 3 points, win the group.
Won a game away from home.
Remember the World Cup draw Friday the 13th of December. Let's hope that's not an omen either. Ball's out of play. Michael O'Neill says the Luxembourg player took a few yards, and he certainly did.
Yeah.
Wasn't picked up by the Azerbaijani referee. Now throw into Luxembourg level, the 18-yard box of Northern Ireland. The Luxembourg right-hand side will be taken by the captain Jans. Sinani gets it back to the skipper. It's a high-hanging ball for Pierce Charles to deal with. He doesn't get at it. He actually ran into his own player, and
I think he got away with
Northern Ireland the free kick.
Yeah, he got away with it.
See that again. Here's the high-hanging ball.
Well, the guy's come in the back of him. I'm not sure who it was.
I'm not entirely sure there was a foul on Pierce Charles there.
No, he's made minimal contact. He's just got right underneath it and totally missed the punch.
Lucky to get that free kick. Charles takes it, looking for Spencer on this left-hand side. Off the knee of McConville. Rodriguez, little flick. It's not going to fall into the path. We've barely seen much of Moreira, have we, up front?
That's a foul, surely.
Inside the Luxembourg half, it's a bit scrappy and it's hacked through.
Yeah, Dion Charles not happy. Dion Charles not happy there. He felt he was fouled.
McConville gets it back to Pierce Charles. Edge of his penalty area, left-footed, chips it forward. Header won by Luxembourg. Spencer curls it forward. He was caught late by Barrero.
Yeah, he sort of left his foot there, and as Spencer cleared the ball, as he's followed through. It's got a bit
scrappy, John.
It's got scrappy, yeah, it definitely has. But
Northern
again,
Ireland happy with their lead.
It'll suit us to get into half time.
No major threat from Luxembourg as it stands.
No.
Could be famous last words, commentators cursing all that. McConville will take the free kick.
But so long as the back three or the back five don't go to sleep, you know, if
McConville's ball forward, it's going to fall into the path of Brodie Spencer now. Spencer's first touch was poor.
Yeah.
And Luxembourg got away with that one. Sinani gets the ball forward. There's nobody there in a dark grey shirt. McCann can turn, that's good. Shea Charles looking at the options on the left hand side. The obvious outlet is Brodie Spencer, number 20. Spencer can't beat the two challenges. Luxembourg win the ball back. Jans, the captain, trying to get away from Isaac Price. Barrero gets it back.
At this minute in time, Michael, the only way they're going to score is if we make a silly mistake, because they get so far, you know, they get 1/3 into Northern Ireland's half and they run out of ideas and give the ball away. So unless somebody does something silly or goes to sleep, you would think that they're more than capable of dealing with anything they have.
Taniyatov got that goal for Bulgaria. They're still leading there in Sofia by a 1-0. Luxembourg have won the throw-in on the far side on the halfway line.
Taking far too long in there to try and get the ball forward, and we're always nipping at their heels.
Still the drizzle comes down in Luxembourg City. Still the Northern Ireland fans, not all of them, but quite a few of them, still beating the drums and singing.
You have to have a rest at some time. They're the strength.
Rodriguez has turned very well. He slipped though as he gets the ball out to this right-hand side, and Jans, the captain.
He showed his strength there.
Sinani, Janssen, Spencer tussling. Here is Jans, left-footed ball in field. Ballard now will have to be alert, and he does get the touch back to Pierce Charles, who side foots it away. And they were waiting to pounce Luxembourg. And here is Rodriguez, halfway inside the Northern Ireland half. Sinani beats one challenge, doesn't beat the second. Hacked away, deflected back to that's the number 6 Moreira. They get it out the left-hand side. Cross comes in. McConville heads it away. Rodriguez thinks about the shot from 30 yards out. He's battling with Dion Charles, and it bounces off Isaac Price, and it now should be Pierce Charles, as the home fans think that should have been a free kick. Every challenge that Rodriguez gets, he thinks it should be a free kick.
I know. He's a strong player. I didn't realise he was such a strong
Dion Charles was enjoying that.
He was, yeah.
2 number 10s. 2 falls or a submission. And it's back with Pierce Charles. He's just saying, you come and get me. Pierce Rodriguez picks it up and pulls it out to Ballard.
It does your head in when you know you have to do that. You have to go back to the goalkeeper to make him pick it up, and you know as soon as you're going to get within a yard of him, he's going to pick it up.
That's an attempted ball through by Price, looking for Spencer to make the run, but the skipper was alert to the danger, got back to the goalkeeper.
The game's gone dead now, Michael. Nothing's happened anywhere. You know, neither side have really got any sort of possession in the final third to create any sort of chance.
Just over 5 minutes of normal time left in the first half. Northern Ireland leading through that Isaac Price goal in the 19th minute. Nice ball by Shay Charles that was dummied beautifully by Dion Charles, and a tremendous curling effort into the bottom right-hand corner by Price. The one magic moment of the half so far. Price has won that ball back. That was poor play.
Got to go wide
by Korach.
Great ball.
Ball by McCann. Trying to get Bradley in, but tapped back by Bonart to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Bonart did well.
And here come Luxembourg, playing their way out of their own half. That's a nice little run by Chris Martins. He goes down on the challenge of McConville.
Oh,
no foul, says the referee. Says Martins took a dive. And here comes Brodie Spencer. Martins is not happy, wins the ball back. And Spencer's been shown a yellow card.
Yeah, I think he deserved that. He's not at his game tonight, Michael, for whatever reason, I don't know. But
compared to Friday night.
Yeah, it's not the same player. But to be fair, they deserved the free kick there, because I don't know how they got away with the last one.
Brodie Spencer, the first into the Azerbaijani referee's notebook.
Yeah, and it was late. We're just seeing it again on the monitor. He caught him late. That was a sore one for Martins.
Martins down receiving treatment. Gerson Rodriguez receiving water and a word of advice from Coach Holtz. And on this near side, the Brains Trust of Northern Ireland having a word with McConville and Hume, and across comes Dion Charles. Stephen Davis is there.
Well, as I say, the game's died a little bit
and Michael O'Neill.
It's died a little bit for us, Michael, and I hope we see this through to half time and go in, reshape ourselves or whatever Michael wants to do, and come out and start like we did the second half on Friday night.
Well, Spencer wasn't a yellow card, but I don't think it really matters, assuming Northern Ireland don't end up in some sort of playoff. They will all be wiped out at the end of the Nations League. More relevance to Luxembourg if they do end up in some sort of promotion or relegation playoff, depending on the other teams in similar positions in other groups. It does get very complicated and can melt your brain a little bit, the Nations League.
Pointless even thinking about it, isn't it?
3 minutes of normal time left. Luxembourg looking for an equalising goal. Ballard is running back towards the corner flag. The flag is up.
Ballard did well. He's got across to cover it up, and he must have known that Rodriguez was offside, because he was very, very casual in trying to clear it.
And after a little rest, the non-singers are singing again on the far side in that corner of the stadium. Brilliant noise.
It would be nice to get a second goal, Michael. Nice
John, remember 4-0 in Helsinki a year ago?
Yeah.
We're now getting greedy.
Oh, we are, absolutely.
Free kick played by Pierce Charles out to that far side. Bradley jumping.
That looks like
over his head, side of play.
He's complaining a little bit that the guy made it back for him, and I think he's got a point, but the referee didn't see it that way.
He's having a tussle with Moreira on the far side, Bradley. He'll be right in front of us in the second half. Northern Ireland trying to close Luxembourg down. They do so.
They've given away
the ball back.
Oh, he's given a free kick,
says the referee, as the ball is played into the Luxembourg penalty area, and it'll be a free kick.
Yeah, the last 5 or 10 minutes haven't been great from either side.
No, very forgettable.
Yeah,
Luxembourg free kick on that far side.
But they've got the goal, Michael. They've set out what they want to do. They're not causing us a lot of problems. We just maybe like to see a little bit more going forward.
The Luxembourg Ultras, or whatever they're called, have been very quiet. They're waving 2 very large flags behind Diego Pereira's goal, and they're watching now as
well played by the
taking a tumble.
Referee's done well. Jans has got free down this right hand side, and normally Brodie Spencer will come across and cut that out.
Brought him down.
And Sinani brought him down. He knew exactly what he was doing, and the referee did well. He saw it, gave the free kick right away.
In the last minute of normal time, waiting for the 4th official to display his board. I can't imagine there'll be too many additional minutes to be played.
There was that one stoppage for Martins when Spencer was booked, but outside of that there was nothing.
Long free kick played up by Pierce Charles. Ball's inside the Luxembourg half. Renero gets it forward, one back by Shay Charles. Charles rolls it all the way back to his brother Pierce.
Yeah, we can't get the people we want on the ball at the minute. I don't think Galbraith has touched the ball.
After a lively start.
And it's not his fault, to be honest, Michael. He can't get a pass.
No, that's a terrible defensive header. Bradley in on goal, edge of the area, squares it. Price balloons it nearly out of the ground.
Oh,
that was an opportunity.
Yeah, it's difficult to see from the angle here. I'm wondering, could Bradley have had a shot, Michael? But he's side-footed across the box, and Pearce. It's a difficult angle for him. There's a good ball
Slightly
to him
behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an awful defensive header by Korac. One additional minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. Additional time of the first half. 1 minute.
We'll let Price away with that one. Long ball forward by Luxembourg, looking for the fellow with the long hair, Gerson Rodriguez. He's not a happy camper.
He's not, and I don't like to see that from him. I know he's really frustrated at the moment, and to be fair to him, the service he's getting isn't great, but it's one of those ones. He's acting almost like a prima donna, throwing his hands up.
You're not as good as me.
Exactly, and I'd get him in the dressing room and chin him.
It's not 1981 anymore, John. Can't do that sort of thing.
Oh, well, maybe we should, Yeah.
Ball's out of play, Luxembourg throw in. I think the next long blast of the whistle will suggest that there's half-time. And it's 45 minutes and job done so far for Northern Ireland. Rodriguez gets the ball back, chip forward to the edge of the penalty area. Towering Daniel Ballard gets it away. There is the half-time whistle blown by our friend from Azerbaijan. And Northern Ireland, they needed a point. They're currently getting the 3 points.
Yep.
They lead through the one real opportunity. Maybe two opportunities created for Isaac Price, one of which he put over the bar. The other one in the 19th minute. The ball in from Shea Charles, the dummy by Dion Charles, the lovely finish into the bottom corner by Isaac Price. And that's the one moment that we will remember from this half of football, John.
Outside of that, there wasn't much. They showed nothing coming forward. We were comfortable all the way through the game, Michael, all the way through the first half, and we never looked in danger. We got the goal, which was the important thing. We had probably one other very good chance, maybe a couple of half chances. There was times there when a decent ball into the box would have provided us better opportunities. But, 1-0 away from home, you can't argue with that. And being comfortable in that 1-0, let's say, for us and, how nervous we get and whatnot, you'd want them maybe to just get that second goal and seal the game altogether.
There was obviously an impact made by Michael O'Neill, whatever he did or said on Friday night. They came out of the traps at the start of the second half, scored very early there. They would love a replica of that the second half here.
Yeah, I think they may get it as well, because as we've said so much about this team, they're very young and they're learning as they go along, and they have to get into that frame of mind where, when you're so much in front, you put the foot down and you don't let them off the hook. And hopefully now Michael will still that into them at half time again, and they'll come out and they'll play the game at a much quicker pace, put their back three or back four under pressure and get that second goal.
Might we see a competitive camp for the new boy Justin Devaney off the bench?
I would say if we can get a second goal, he will definitely come on. If we don't, he may just bring him on towards the end of the game and make sure he cements his place playing for Northern Ireland.
Isaac Price with the goal. Bulgaria, they're one up against Belarus. Here in the Stade de Luxembourg, the fans are going to get their pancakes or their beer, their coffee, whatever they do in these parts. I don't think they're very happy because the home side really haven't fired much of a shot at Pearce Charles. Half time here in Luxembourg City. It's Luxembourg 0, Northern Ireland 1.
Michael, thank you, John. So half time at it's 1-0. Luxembourg have lost both of their home games in this group. 1-0 down again. So they're nothing but consistent. By the way, if you're wondering what's happened to Ralph McLean, don't worry. He's probably watching the match, as Ralph, because big Liverpool fan that he is. I'm sure he's following the progress of Conor Bradley. He'll be back in his usual spot tomorrow night between 8 and 10 on BBC Radio Ulster and Radio Foyle. You'll not begrudge Ralph a night off, even if you're hoping that he was here instead of me. And I'll not be offended by that either. So it's football tonight. Ralph will be back tomorrow night. Don't worry about that. And if you're waiting for the BBC News, the wait is over. Here it is.
BBC News NI on Radio Ulster and on BBC Sounds.
Good evening. I'm Eve Coleman. Hundreds of farmers have gathered for a rally this evening at the Icon Centre outside Lisburn ahead of a demonstration in London tomorrow. It comes as a cross-party letter signed by all of Northern Ireland's MPs has been sent to the Chancellor Rachel Reeves. They're calling on Miss Reeves to reconsider her plans to change agricultural property relief, which reduces the amount paid when farmland is passed to the next generation. Glenn Cuddy is a pig farmer who says the impact will be devastating for his family farm.
I have land that I inherited from my father. That is my name. I cannot do nothing with that land really to try and get it into the next generation. And I have two sons farming at home. And this is going to be devastating to our farm, to be honest with you. If something happened to me here tonight, this unless there's some change, I don't see where we're going. My family is going to be hit with this very, very badly.
Waiting times for women in Northern Ireland who need diagnosis and treatment for gynecological conditions such as endometriosis remain the longest in the UK. The number of women on waiting lists has almost doubled since the pandemic. Frankie McRae from Dunmurry is currently on a waiting list for surgery for endometriosis and says the symptoms are having a debilitating impact on many aspects of her life.
I go into an appointment crying, sobbing in excruciating pain, talking about how this disease has ripped through not only my organs, but also my interpersonal relationships with friends, romantic relationships with family. And I'm told, maybe come back to us once you want to have kids. My quality of life is put well behind my ability to produce a child.
NI Water is to receive an extra £31 million in Stormont's recent monitoring round. The Infrastructure Minister, John O'Dowd, announced the investment today. Almost £20 million of that will be put towards tackling issues with the wastewater system in Northern Ireland, which has been holding up a number of infrastructure projects, including building new homes. House building in Northern Ireland fell to a 60-year low last year, partially due to restrictions on new water connections. 2 men and a woman have been arrested on suspicion of drugs offences after police seized approximately £250,000 worth of Class B drugs. One man, aged 41, was arrested after police stopped a van in the Prince Charles Way area of Glengormley around 12 p.m, where approximately £150,000 worth of drugs were seized. 2 other suspects, a 37-year-old man and a 32-year-old woman, were later arrested in a hotel in Belfast where the remaining drugs were recovered. All 3 suspects remain in police custody. President Biden's decision to allow Ukraine to attack Russian territory using American long-range missiles has sparked an angry response from Moscow. Until now, the US would only allow Ukraine to use the weapons within the country's historic borders. It's believed Russia's use of North Korean troops in the conflict persuaded Mr. Biden to change his stance. The Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said the move would significantly worsen the conflict in Ukraine.
President Putin has already explained it very simply. The fact is, these strikes are not carried out by Ukraine. These strikes are carried out by those countries that give permission. This is done by military specialists from these same Western countries, and this radically changes their involvement in the conflict.
Now with the weather, here's Barra Best.
Chilly this evening with some winteriness, snow for hills and mountains, but mainly as rain and sleet for lower levels. Overnight tonight, as skies clear, temperatures will fall to freezing, if not below, increasing a risk of some ice by tomorrow morning in untreated areas. So a chilly start to the day tomorrow, but a largely dry day, but cold. Temperatures of 4 or 5 degrees, with the wind chill making it feel a little bit colder.
BBC News.
Dive into the finest alternative and indie music with the Stephen Macaulay Show.
This is just utterly sublime.
From iconic tracks to big live local music moments.
These songs are eternal, they're ageless.
To intimate studio sessions and interviews.
I want to really just sing about and talk about the things that are vital and urgent.
The Stephen Macaulay Show.
Have a listen, see what you think.
Friday night at 7 on Radio Ulster and BBC Sounds. This is Sports Sound International Football. Listen live on digital, online or on BBC Sounds.
Yes, welcome back to Sports Sound. Northern Ireland leading by 1-0 in Luxembourg. Keith Gillespie and Jim Magilton joining me. The only goal of the game, Keith. Lovely move. Bradley, Charles and Price all involved. We've been watching replays of it here at half-time.
Yeah, Luxembourg probably guilty of giving it away in the wrong areas, but good pressure initially from Charles, and then Connor wins the tackle, puts Charles away, and it's a really good over from Dion Charles as well. Really good dummy, but really good finish. Just off air, Jim and I were thinking he probably should have had one just before that, because we couldn't believe that he didn't slide in, because I think if he slides in, he scores again, and then he had the one just before half time. He could be sitting with a hat trick already here.
They were knocking it about really well, Jim. First 25 minutes, weren't they?
Yeah, and the pitch and the weather is conducive to passing the ball. Really bright start, encouraging that first ball in the midfield, going and putting pressure on the ball, and then breaking with real pace. Spatial awareness from Dion Charles as well, recognition of where Lewis Price is, or Isaac Price. Great goal. So, yeah, I think that settled down. The game settled down in the next rhythm. And Ethan Galbraith was prominent early on, and then the game kind of petered out towards the end of the half, although a great chance for Lewis at the end of the first half.
They'll just want to get the second goal here and kill it off, won't they? I mean, it's 1 year tomorrow since Luxembourg scored a competitive goal from open play. They do not score a lot of goals, so you would think, second goal kills this off, doesn't it, Keith?
Yeah. You think of their record, but again, we've now seen 3.5 games, and I don't think Pierce Charles has made a save. Yeah,
they don't look like scoring Luxembourg so far.
Well, they don't. Obviously, the striker's their main man, and has been for many years. But it's all about getting the service to him, and I just don't think they're good enough. So if we get the second goal, there's more goals there as well. We could go and win this 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And it's a comfortable 1-0 at the minute, but you always want that second goal, because they could get a set piece. Just I don't really see them creating much, but the club or sides can be hurt you from set pieces.
And we mentioned defensively, I mean, the goalkeeper's 19, Conor Bradley's 21, Brodie Spencer's 20, Trey Hume's 22, Rory McConville's 19, Daniel Ballard is the veteran at 25. But I mean, they've looked very secure so far in the game, haven't they?
Yeah, fantastic. And Rory McConville's been excellent. His distribution's been really good. Very secure with the ball. His understanding of his position. He's, no question that he's played there before in terms of in a 3. But he's got lovely composure on the ball and lovely awareness of what's around him, and anything he's had to do defensively, he's done very well. But it's such a young team, and they're learning
on the job, yeah,
basically, and that's fantastic for them, and it's going to stand them in good stead.
Yeah, so it's a nice opportunity, Keith. I mean, a bit of a milestone for whoever might score the next goal. It would be the 100th goal scored under the management of Michael O'Neill. I'm not sure who would be the most likely candidate, but I mean, you have to look at Isaac Price, given the positions that he's been able to take up in the game so far. And there was another move towards the end of the half, the break down the right hand side. Bradley pulls it back. Everybody sort of runs in towards the 6-yard box. Price held his position, but he just puts it over the bar. But even in that period of the game, Jim, as you described it, when it kind of died a little bit, you still thought if Northern Ireland go up a gear or two here, there are chances to be had.
Yeah, definitely. And Conor plays such a pivotal role in that. Once we get Conor high up the pitch, and his energy and his quality, Dion Charles is probably slightly disappointed that he didn't square it, but it's really good play, and again, his awareness, and Isaac Price is coming on to it. And in between that, Isaac Price can do silly little things, and by that I mean he's probably just a little bit loose still, and if he tidies that up, then he's going to be a really top class player. But 6 goals now, incredible.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's another encouraging 45 minutes, Keith.
It is, yeah. It's been such a good campaign for us, apart from the game away in Bulgaria, and we keep it like this. Was that 6 clean sheets in the last 8? So it shows that we're very solid at the back, and we're creating chances and scoring goals at the other end. So yeah, I can't really see Luxembourg getting back into this, and I think it's just a matter of time before we get the second.
Bulgaria are also winning. They're winning by a 1-0. So that keeps them in second place in the group. They're 1-0 up against Belarus. Scotland are winning again. They're 1-0 up in Poland. John McGinn on target yet again. He scored in the 3rd minute. In terms of goals around in some of the other games that you might be interested in, Spain are 1-0 up against Switzerland. Romania 2-0 up against Cyprus. Portugal are 1-0 up in Croatia. And who else has scored? Liechtenstein 1-up against San Marino. Yes, remember they were dancing in the streets of San Marino the last time we were in here after their rare victory. And Kosovo are beating Lithuania also by a 0-0. I'm not sure how warm it is, but seeing some of the shots, some of the Northern Ireland fans who are there, some of them have decided to take the shirts are off. I'm not sure if that is particularly wise, but they're certainly enjoying themselves, and they'll be enjoying that performance. They do, of course, travel in great numbers. They may come home with hypothermia, who knows? But I did get a message earlier to ask me to say hello to one of the fans who was going, and I've lost it. I can't believe I'll have to try and find that before the end of the programme, just in case relations and family members are all tuning in for the big mention. Can we get a shout out on the wireless tonight for Johnny Irvine, son of the legendary Northern Ireland forward Willie Irvine, who's in the away end tonight celebrating his 50th birthday. So hope you're having a great time tonight, Johnny. Are you one of those who's decided to take your shirt off? who knows? I mean, it was the perfect start to the second half on what day? Friday night, Jim. They got to go within 5 minutes of the restart, calmed everybody down. That was the opening goal that night. That's what they'll be looking for. Go and kill the game as soon as you possibly can. Yeah,
I think Michael will be reinforcing the positives, obviously, and quick start the game again, pass the ball in the manner in which they started the game. I think if they pass the ball quick, this is, again, the surface is conducive to moving the ball very quickly, and good players like it. That zip. So, it'll be important to get off to a good start. And if they keep their concentration defensively, Keith, this is a Luxembourg team that scored 1 goal in the last 7.5 games, and that was a penalty. So you think that, it's going to be something spectacular or a mistake that's going to let Luxembourg back into the game. Let's just make sure it's not a mistake. Yeah, we've seen them at Windsor Park, and we've seen them 45 minutes tonight, and they haven't offered anything at all. But Michael's right. What he said at the start. There's no easy games in international football now, and especially away from home. Right. Well, let's cross back then to our commentary team of Michael McNamee and John O'Neill, hopefully, who hasn't chinned anybody at half time.
Well, you might think that. I couldn't possibly comment. We both enjoyed a sit down at half time, having stood up. The referee from Azerbaijan, Mr. Masayev, blows his whistle. And it's Luxembourg all in black or dark grey, one or t'other, in the drizzle here in the Stade de Luxembourg, kicking off, playing from right to left. Northern Ireland all in white. Pierce Charles, the goalkeeper, away to our left, is all in red. And Diego Pereira is all in yellow. Those Northern Ireland fans who've taken their tops off, I should add they're all gentlemen, to the best of our knowledge. Luxembourg have the ball inside the Northern Ireland half. They're trying to get Sinani on the right hand side. Now threat in the opening minute. Sinani cutting in on his left foot, corner of the penalty area, trying to get the shot in. It's well blocked.
It's just done far
by the
too
skipper,
much.
Shea Charles.
Yeah, the opportunity was there on the edge of the box for him to actually cross it across the box or shoot, and he done neither and just overplayed it.
Jans is seeing his teammates start this very brightly, and foot in by Ali McCann. Northern Ireland have Pierce Charles in goal, Bradley and Spencer the wing backs. Hume McConville making his first start as the ball is cleared the edge of the Northern Ireland penalty area to Bradley. Can't really look down at the team sheet because Northern Ireland are under pressure. Galbraith has been brought down. I can't give you the team now. It's Bradley and Spencer the wing backs. Hume McConville making his first start, and Ballard. Then it's McCann, Shea Charles the captain, Price the goal scorer, Ethan Galbraith first start for him, and Dion Charles up front. Luxembourg have Pereira in goal, Bonert, Korach, Carlson and Jans the captain. Then Moreira, Barrero, who's the one change from Friday night, Chris Martins and Pinto with Sinani, and the ever lively and man with a lot to say for himself, Gerson Rodriguez, who's equally annoyed with the Northern Ireland players, the match officials and his own teammates. Trey Humes across the halfway line on the right hand side, slots the ball through to nobody in a white jersey. Luxembourg have it inside their own half in this lovely 9,000 capacity stadium. It's probably 2/3 full. The Stade de Luxembourg, 3 years old, €80 million it cost to build. Shea Charles has been penalised on the far side. It'll be a free kick, and referee is not happy with the ball being kicked away. Luxembourg are making their point. Jans, the captain, is in there. A reminder that Brodie Spencer so far is the only player to go in the referee's notebook.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it was Shea Charles or Brodie Spencer that
it was
kicked
Price.
it away.
Well, Price was the initial challenge, I think, on Sinani. Anyway, the free kick has been given on the right-hand side.
Northern Ireland have gone
to sleep at the start of the second half.
Yeah.
Jans trying to get away from Dion Charles, gets the cross in, dangerous one. Pierce Charles catches it at his near post.
Yeah, it was an easy take for him. He's come and caught it well, but we've gone to sleep here slightly. Even from the free kick, Jans gets a free cross in down the right-hand side. They've started the way I hoped that we would start. That's a great
big
ball.
Clearance upfield.
Ball.
Here's Price on the left edge of the penalty area. Price looking at the options now. Square ball. Charles gets the cross in, and the captain's effort from the left-hand side is blocked at the expense of a corner.
Yeah, I think it was Jim made the point at half-time that sometimes Price is just a little bit loose on the ball. I mean, he should have been a lot quicker there when he got the ball initially. Just a little bit slow, plays the ball in, but it's been blocked out for a corner.
Korach with it, with that interception to put the ball out for the corner. Bradley's come across to make himself the short option for Shea Charles. The corner's going to come in from the left-hand side. It's right in front of all that scantily clad Northern Ireland crowd. Plays it short to Bradley. Bradley back to Shea Charles. The big man still inside the penalty area. It's a low one, not a great ball in. Cleared as far as Trey Hume. 21 players inside the Luxembourg half. Hume tries to get the cross in, smacks into the face of Gerson Rodriguez, who scrambles the ball and puts it out of play.
Nothing's going right for him, is it?
Right in front of us. We're sort of halfway inside the Luxembourg half, and we're watching directly in front of us Michael O'Neill.
I think there's a VAR check here for a challenge on Dion Charles.
Really?
Yeah, he seemed to have gone down. Maybe not, because you could hear him pointing his ear. Look, he's still as if he's getting something.
Well, we're
in his
seeing
ear.
it there.
Yeah.
On the,
no, it's
something's not
nothing
in it.
Yeah.
Play will continue, I think. Bradley gets the ball back from the throw-in, right-hand side.
Play.
Nice flick into the path of Ethan Galbraith wearing number 7. Galbraith goes down on the challenge.
Fair challenge.
From Carson. They clear the ball in as far as Shea Charles. Halfway inside the Luxembourg half. Gets it out of Brodie Spencer to McConville. Just inside the Luxembourg half. On the left-hand side now it's Spencer. Here's Isaac Price onto the right foot. Cross to the back post. Bradley's there! Oh, the goal goes in! It's off the keeper's minute. Absolute honour. And Conor Bradley, in the 5th minute of the second half, has got the second goal. A horror show for poor old Pereira. Conor Bradley and the celebrating away fans don't care about that. It's international goal number 4 for Bradley. It's 2 on the night here in Luxembourg. Luxembourg 0, Northern Ireland 2.
Yeah.
Top of the group.
Yeah, I just had a little go at Pierce there, but he's put in a brilliant cross to the back post. Bradley's gone up brilliantly, and he's headed down in front of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper gets his chest on it. We thought it had gone wide, and it's gone into the corner of the net. Absolute howler from the goalkeeper.
It's a great deep cross.
Yeah.
Heads it down, and poor old Thiago Pereira made an absolute mess of it. Almost as if the ball took him by surprise.
Yeah.
And all he could do was sort of parry it off his chest. Oh, shocker.
Awful.
Bradley's goal, 2-0.
Yep.
Oh, there, we've been shown.
But that's what we wanted. We said that at half time, Michael. That's exactly what we wanted, and we got it.
Second goal, you'd say that was that if you were being a little bit confident, but 2-0 it is. Bradley with a goal. Yeah, you'd say Pereira with the assist, the goalkeeper.
No, you would like to think maybe that their confidence are up and they will go on and possibly maybe score another. But if they don't, Michael, and the goal gets scrappy or the game gets scrappy, it doesn't really matter to us. We've got 2 goals in front.
Price with the assist, golden assist for Price.
Yeah.
And remember, it was Conor Bradley who won the ball back for the first goal.
That's right.
And here he is inside his own half, winning the ball back. Hume.
Good play.
Shea Charles.
That's great play.
To be fair to Pereira, he apologised to his skipper and his central defenders.
I mean, it was a total howler, but
Ballard to this near side, Trey Hume. Bulgaria still one up against Belarus. Here's Galbraith now. Can Northern Ireland turn it on? Lovely ball by Galbraith, looking for Dion Charles inside the penalty area. Luxembourg have been rattled by that second goal after making such an impressive start in the opening 3 minutes of the second half, and they put the ball totally unnecessarily out of play.
You say unnecessarily, Michael, I think it's good play by Northern Ireland. They're closing them down and right along their 18-yard box and forcing them to make the mistake.
It's a cold Soggy old night here in Luxembourg City. Bradley with a throw-in, level the 18-yard box of Luxembourg on the Northern Ireland right-hand side. Gets the ball back from Galbraith, wins the corner.
Yeah, Galbraith is tidy. I'd like to see him on the ball more, Michael, because he started very well the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then the game went away from him. I don't think it was all his fault, but when he's on the ball, he looks neat, he looks tidy, he looks as if he can find a pass, and he does things with a little bit of pace.
Very similar time. Northern Ireland scored the second goal tonight. They scored the first goal on Friday evening, 5 minutes into the second half. Here's the set piece, the corner from the right hand side. Shea Charles will take it. It'll be an outswinger with the right foot. All the big men are up. The referee's not happy with something. He's not happy with Dion Charles and Sinani. Their little tussle on the goal line.
I don't understand this with referees. It has to be the defender. Why is Dion Charles going to be doing anything to them? He wants to get away from him.
Charles is on the goal line. There's that little bus queue just beyond the penalty spot. Corner on the right hand side. Charles with it. Outswinger. Everybody's up. The goalkeeper punches, not convincingly. Punches it back to Shea Charles on this right hand side. Right down in front of us. He's taking on the defender. Charles getting the byline, wins the corner again.
Yeah, he was unlucky. I thought that just little move at the end there, he's just going to get past him, but the defender's done well, and he's held his, I think it was Pinto there, held his ground and got it out for another corner.
Northern Ireland leading 2-0.
I keep saying it, Michael, put it in the near post. Get somebody coming across that near post.
Inside the penalty area, you have Charles, you have the big defensive trio, barring Hume, who's the last man back in a white shirt. Here comes the corner. Second in quick succession from the right hand side. Captain Shea Charles takes it to the back post header, strong header over the top from McConville, and well over the bar in the end.
Well, they did that, Michael. They got somebody to run across the near post, and it just takes the defender's eye off the ball. Now they're looking at the ball and not who they're trying to pull and hold, and McConville gets on the end of it, but he just can't get it above it. It goes over the bar.
Luxembourg playing their way out of defence, and that was a wayward ball by Carlson. Back with him. He's been put under pressure by Dion Charles, and immediately up comes Conor Bradley to pressurise Pinto.
And that's good pressure.
So they have to hoof it upfield. Ballard wins the header. They're about to make a change. Mahmudovic is about to come on for Luxembourg.
I think there's a two coming on there, Michael.
There are two.
Yeah.
Well spotted, John.
Yeah, well, we're that close to them, I couldn't miss them.
I got confused. There's so many people in black down there.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Northern Ireland backroom staff. So 19 is on and 17 is off.
Pinto's off.
Matthias Ullison, who was dropped tonight, and 16 is off. Barrero. Maybe Benfica have been on the phone to say get this fellow off. And Mahmudovic. Enes Mahmudovic, former Borough player. He's on. And here's Mahmudovic, who's taken up a defensive role on the left side of the Luxembourg defence. And this is Carlson coming in off his wing. Luxembourg at the minute don't look like a sort of side who are going to score 2 goals to get back into this game. It's a sweeping ball out this left-hand side. Hopefully not commentators. Scores cross in from the left. Pierce Charles has spilled it. It's bouncing around the edge of the penalty area. That was a let-off. Not convincing for Pierce Charles at all. Sliding on the turf, palming that away. It might have gone to a black shirt, might have gone to a white shirt. Still on the attack, and Ali McCann's won it back. McCann's done so well at breaking up the Luxembourg attacks. Here's Price on the halfway line.
He's got to be stronger there, Michael.
Play by Korach
Price
on the far
side. Price has got to be stronger and win it on the halfway line. But you're right. I mean, the ball's come across. He's palmed it straight out into
the danger area.
The danger, right into the centre of the
D.
The D, you know. And I'm not sure who was actually got in front of him there.
I think Pierce Charles got away with that one,
John.
I
think he did. Yeah.
Still 2-0, but a little moment of worry, and it was a wonderful run by Moreira down the left-hand side, and a dangerous cross. So
that's a poor ball.
Northern Ireland have won the ball back with Galbraith. It was good work by Hume to win it back, and Galbraith's down on the challenge. That'll be a free kick. A reminder: the outfield options: Kofi Balmer, be a debut for him. Saville, Marshall, Jimmy Reid, Paul Smith, Brad Lyons, Jordan Thompson, who hasn't had any involvement in the last 6 games he's been part of the squad with, Lee Bonus, Josh McGuinness, and new boy Justin Devaney. Backup goalkeepers, of course, Peacock Farrell and Luke Southwood, who's only 45 minutes of international football was against Luxembourg in a friendly. Bradley scored the second goal. That's nice juggling and nice control on the halfway line. He beats two.
Great control. He's a great player.
McConville, simple pass to his captain.
Great pass.
Here comes Spencer, room for Northern Ireland on the left. They've done very well to find this space. Spencer, right-footed, deflected cross. Dion Charles can't get a flick onto it. It's going to fall into the path of Spencer on that far side. There's room now for Trey Hume. Hume's looking, and he sees the short pass to Galbraith, gets the ball back. Hume to Ballard inside his own half in the D, in the centre circle. Curls it at Galbraith on this right-hand side, down right in front of us. Pokes it forward to Bradley. That's a strong challenge by Carlson.
It's a foul.
And an illegal one. Bradley's clutching his ankle. Liverpool fans are gasping. And
I mean, Carlson's complaining to the assistant referee. I don't know what he's complaining about. That's a terrible challenge.
How's that not a yellow card, John?
I don't know. You know, to be fair, I'll give the referee his due. He hasn't been quick to bring the cards out, you know.
If that was a yellow for Spencer in the first half, that's surely a yellow on Carlson.
Yeah, I don't think he saw the complete challenge.
Bradley's back on his feet. Liverpool fans, you can breathe again. Northern Ireland fans, you can breathe again. Free kick to Northern Ireland. Shea Charles feels as if we could reach down and almost pat him on the back.
I don't think I've ever been so close to a game when we've been commentating.
It's 2 yards in from this right-hand touchline for Northern Ireland. Bradley leaves it. Shea Charles into the area. Northern Ireland leading by 2-0 to the back post, and it's nodded out of play on the far side by Chris Martins.
Yeah, he was expecting McConville to come in the back of that, but I think the ball was too long in the air, and Carlson was able to deal comfortably with it.
Spencer with a throw in. Northern Ireland left-hand side gets the ball back. Brody Spencer forward to Price. Price has won the corner.
He's done well. You know, Spencer played a lovely ball into him, but the defender's too close to him. He can't really get it back for the 1-2, but he manages to win the corner.
This is a possible feel of another decent victory for Northern Ireland.
If they keep up this pace and get another goal, you know, the floodgates could open.
There is the captain, Shea Charles, in front of the Northern Ireland fans, applauding and dancing and beating their drums and waving their aliens and being generally topless. Having a great time.
They certainly enjoy themselves. I've got 3 layers on, and there's guys over there with no tops on. I must start drinking, I think, Michael.
Shea Charles with the corner from the left. Doesn't beat the defender at the near post. It bounces around to the edge of the penalty area. Ballard gets his head to it. Away by Mahmudovic. Forward by Ali McCann. And a push. I think by McCann.
Yeah, it's soft though.
Free kick given. Poland have equalised against Scotland. 1-1 there. 6,000. So yeah, 2/3.
Yeah, you were right, Michael. Yeah.
Mahmudovic. Carlson on the left-hand side for Luxembourg. Stabbed forward by Moreira. Hume will help it back to Pierce Charles. Onto his left foot. Scoops it out to the far side. It's going to fall for Price. Pokes it forward nicely.
Well done.
For Brody Spencer. Spencer forward looking for Dion Charles. Charles gets past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's come out. Charles is very wide. He squares it. Is Galbraith going to get to it? It might yet break for Bradley if he can square it from the right hand side. Chips it. Oh, it's still up in the night sky. It's like a primary school game. Galbraith has been penalised for the challenge.
Soft challenge.
Any challenge now, the referees.
Yeah.
But Charles was past the goalkeeper, but he was so wide, all he could do was square it from the left-hand side. It didn't fall for Galbraith. Bradley got it back in, and nobody in a white shirt could ram it into the net.
He just broke too quickly for everybody else. It was a great interplay between, I think it was Brody Spencer and Price, and the ball to Charles was brilliant. The goalkeeper come out, and we knew right away, Michael, he's never getting there, but he was able to force him wide. But as I say, he outstripped everybody else. He did well to get it across the box. They just couldn't get on the end of it.
Jim Ford for Galbraith on the halfway line, the Northern Ireland right. Let's see if there's any signs of movement. We played 17 minutes in the second half.
Well, they're warming up, Michael. But
yeah, we're going to see some changes. Paul Smith, I think, might be one of them. He's certainly doing a bit of limbering up and leg swinging down in front of us. It's back with Pierce Charles. Away to our left. Those Luxembourg fans will be very quiet. the second half. Flags are being waved in a very limp and half-hearted fashion.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they haven't given them much to cheer, have they?
And still it rains.
That's been incessant all day.
Left-footed ball forward. That's Dion Charles has been penalised for bringing Mahmudovic down.
Oh, I think it was just the two of them came together.
6
it was
1,
accidental, yeah. He could have just let it go through to the goalkeeper because neither of the two of them was getting it.
Yeah, Poland 1, Scotland 1. Poland equalising early in the second half. Bulgaria still leading Belarus in Northern Ireland's Group C3 by a goal to 0. That's a good challenge by Ali McCann, who's been working his proverbial socks off. Luxembourg on their right-hand side. They're trying to get the ball past Brodie Spencer. Back in towards Sinani, corner of the penalty area. It's with a substitute, Olsen. And the ball's out of play on that far side for a throw-in to Luxembourg.
Get the edge of the 18-yard box, and their quality is severely lacking.
Luxembourg throw-in. Far side there, right. Captain Jans. It's ball's out of play, and maybe...
It's offside.
It'll be a Northern Ireland... Yeah, you're right, free kick.
Yeah, I think he's given offside.
We're just waiting because Michael O'Neill and Jeremy O'Carroll are deep in discussion whether there will be a change or two in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would think so.
And we might yet see the man with the number 22 on his back. Normally 22 is our friend Kieran Brown, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Brown's jersey this evening has been worn by Justin Devaney, who might yet come on for his first
great
test of senior international football. McCann's my man of the match as it stands at the minute.
Very well.
He wins the ball back. McConville's done extremely well in his first start.
You know, you see what sometimes you really don't see what McCann's doing, but he's just getting a little foot in here and there, just breaking everything up for them.
Great motor on him, yep.
Yeah, he's improved no end, Michael.
Bradley's appealing for the ball on this near side. It's the feet of Daniel Ballard. And now with McConville, plays it through to McCann. McCann's simple pass to Shea Charles, across the halfway line. Shea Charles now advancing towards the penalty area. He's got support from Price. Bradley's at the back post waiting for the cross. Bradley's there! Oh, just wide of the post. That was nearly a brilliantly worked goal. And it was nearly Bradley's second.
Yeah.
Just wide.
I don't know whether he had to change feet right at the last minute as the ball's come off the turf. And he's almost trying to hit it with the outside of his foot and couldn't manage to get it inside the post. But that's what I love to see, mate. I love to see the midfield players come and taking the ball off the centre halves, because at the end of the day, those are the guys that can play. McCann gets it, plays it to Charge, and we're away. You know, he puts a brilliant ball out to the left-hand side. The cross comes in, and Bradley could have had the second goal.
20 minutes gone in the second half. Nearly 3-0. It is 2-0. Martin's deep inside his own half. It's a first-time ball from the left from Price.
That was a great ball, great pace.
And nearly a really stylish finish from the outside of the boot. Flicked by Bradley just wide in the end. Ball's out of play on the far side. 2-0 it is.
I expected more from them, Michael, I have to say, and they've been disappointing.
Maybe they peaked during the Euro qualifiers.
Possibly,
John.
Could well be.
They've given the ball away, nearly given the ball away, given the ball away inside their own half. Price and Bradley with the goals for Northern Ireland this evening. Bonard gives it infield. Luxembourg still inside their own half with a towering Chris Martins. One back by Galbraith. Lost by Dion Charles to his opposite number, Gerson Rodriguez. Play continues. I think that should have been a free. Gerson Rodriguez.
I can't believe that.
He's given the ball away. How on earth is that an advantage? The advantage had gone.
He's gone. He's clear of any Northern Ireland defender.
And then ridiculous to see.
He showboating, backheeling it, backheels it straight into the Northern Ireland player. That's ridiculous to see.
Michael O'Neill is rightly furious. That was a ridiculous call by the referee from Azerbaijan.
To be fair to him, I think he hasn't done badly, but that's an awful decision.
Long ball forward by Luxembourg. Pierce Charles backpedaling into his own penalty area to pick that ball up, eventually waiting for Bonard to make the challenge.
He would love to have a discussion with the referee to see what he saw. You know,
there was a nip at the heels of Rodriguez. The advantage had gone. He then back flicked it. I think it was heading out a player, heading to Northern Ireland player, and the referee blew.
Yeah, he had total control of the ball. As I say, he was trying to showboat with his back heel. He could have just side-footed it to the defender.
Ballard gives it to McConville. Flicked on by Price. Ball still inside.
See, I think that's where Price lets you down, and I think that's where Jim Magilton was saying at half-time. He's too loose there, you know. He's got all the time in the world to take that under control.
Chris Martins has made a run forward the edge of the area. Trey Hume was watching him, and
between him and Ballard,
all the way through to Pierce Charles.
Yeah, both Ballard and Hume, I think it was Hume that actually made the challenge. Just snuffed him out there.
Big tall man, Martins, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Northern Ireland inside their own half. Scotland still drawing 1-1 in Poland. Bulgaria up against Belarus. They're trying to find Bradley down this right outside. It was cut out by Bonard.
Bonard did well, because if he misses that, Bradley's away again. And there's nobody's going to catch him.
You're enjoying yourself again, John, watching Northern Ireland.
I have to say, this group has been brilliant. We have to,
it's Group C.
It's Group C, but we've struggled in this competition, and they've played very well. They've done what they've had to do. And as somebody was saying when we were talking about it last night, you can only beat what's in front of you, and at this moment in time we're doing that.
Nice ball, Galbraith. Shea Charles now. Bradley on the right hand side. They're streaming forward the white shirts. Galbraith inside the area, gets the ball across, sliced up by Jans. Is that a back pass? The goalkeeper punches unconvincingly and finally catches it.
Price should take a chance there, Michael. He's got to come in at the back post and take a chance.
Pereira, goodness help him.
Watch again. Look, it's too far right. He's got to get in front of the last defender. He's got to get in front of him.
Pereira is a bit of a flapper, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Goodness me. Into the final quarter of this match. Northern Ireland leading by 2-0. They're going to top Group C3 and be promoted up into obviously League B.
You don't like criticising players too much at this stage, Michael, because the goalkeeper's obviously playing at international level, and in any other country
they've given the ball away on this right hand side. Galbraith gets it forward. He takes a tumble out of play. Northern Ireland throw in. Bradley wants to take it quickly. Is there anybody there?
No, they're not quick enough. No.
Bradley eventually has to wait until Ali McCann makes a run, and Trey Hume's made himself available. Throws it to McCann. McCann wins the throw-in again off Bonard.
McCann is one of the best players I've seen, Michael, and it might sound really stupid and it doesn't mean much. He finds space at throw-ins. Sometimes we struggle to find a white shirt.
Bradley with a throw-in to Galbraith, who's cutting a swathe across the park. Simple ball to McConville inside the centre circle.
I think he's done enough, Michael, to maybe be in the starting 11 next time. Yeah, I definitely do.
Hume looks up, long ball forward. Flick header by Dion Charles, who's offside. Michael O'Neill has a word with his backroom staff as Chris Martins' second touch wasn't a great one. He goes to the ground, and Northern Ireland won the ball back fairly, says the referee. Isaac Price is running at two defenders. Price, he's lost the ball, but it falls into the path of Brodie Spencer on the far side. He eventually loses possession.
I don't understand.
And Ollison keeps it alive for Luxembourg on the far side.
I don't understand that, Michael. Brodie Spencer's coming up the left-hand side like a train. Does Price not know he's there? Is Spencer not calling for him? Because all he needed to do was just spread the
20
ball
minutes to go. They've given the ball away again to Bradley. Carson does win it back though. Bradley's on the floor. Rodriguez only a couple of yards inside the Northern Ireland half. Simple pass to Moreira on the left. Infield to Rodriguez. He's been well challenged and fouled by Ali McCann, who helps the big man back to his feet. Free kick, Luxembourg.
I think there's a couple of getting changed on the.
I think
it's
time for a couple of changes. A couple of guys are feeling it a wee bit.
Reid might be coming on again, Michael. I think they're just having a discussion down there as to who they're going to change.
There's going to be a change of goalkeeper for Luxembourg, I think. It's going to be a change. Going to change the goalkeeper.
I'm not surprised, really.
It's either going to be Ralph Shawn or Lucas Fox for his debut. Luxembourg free kick, left-hand side. Third of the way inside the Northern Ireland half. Zanani gets it as a curling one to the back post. Great save, and it's in. It's a goal back from the set piece. And it's Said Korac with his first international goal. And Pierce Charles has been beaten with 18 minutes left of this match. Luxembourg get a goal back. Luxembourg 1, Northern Ireland 2.
Yeah, it's a poor defensive. We were poor defensively, Michael, when this ball's come in. Nobody's attacked it, and they've let it go on all the way through. I mean, we were just very poor at the back post.
Parried by Pierce Charles into the net.
Yeah, couldn't get enough on it to get it over the bar. Poor defending. I think Michael will be very, very annoyed with that.
So
it's going to make it interesting.
Joel Taggart talking about the rarity of Luxembourg scoring from open play. They've done just that. Said Korach, first goal in the event of his 10th cap. I think the announcer's making that point clear to all 6,000 of the fans here. Ball's out of play on this near side, so went to sleep a wee bit of that free kick, John.
Yeah,
Here comes
we did.
Here comes the goalkeeping change for Luxembourg.
Nobody took responsibility to attack the ball.
I didn't notice Pereira being hurt.
No.
Ralph Shawn coming on for his 19th cap. Poor old Pereira is getting the shepherd's crook. He's off, Shawn's on.
You don't seem too happy about that for some reason.
Doesn't do much for the confidence of the poor goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Right. Suddenly this game.
Bonhart's gone off as well, Michael.
Bonhart's gone off.
And then Churchy's come on.
We're about going to see Jamie Reid coming on.
Yeah.
Kirchy's on.
Yeah.
Bonhart's off.
Yeah.
Pereira's off. Shawn's on. And Jamie Reid is about to come on for Northern Ireland. Right.
It's going to make an interesting
Remember, a point is enough.
Yeah. 15 minutes, is it? 16 minutes?
Yeah, 16 minutes left now. Here's the goal scorer. Side Korach. Rodriguez. Northern Ireland leading by 2-1. Remember, Bulgaria. Oh, it's an equaliser. Belarus equalisers. Belarus Northern Ireland favour. They've equalised in Sofia. It's 1-1 there. That goal has just gone in.
They've much the same time as us, then, Michael, is it?
Yep. Rodriguez nods it down. Suddenly Luxembourg have an extra spring to their step.
Well, that's what goals do for you.
Rodriguez swings it out to the far right hand side. Now are Northern Ireland going to get nervy? Cross in from the right hand side. Here's Rodriguez. He's going to shoot and he's equalised. It's 2 goals in 2 minutes. Gerson Rodriguez fires it into the net, and this game has turned on its head. 15 minutes left. It's Luxembourg 2, Northern Ireland 2. It's that man Rodriguez.
Yeah, what a goal. It was a great strike. The ball's come in. It's a decent enough header, but maybe there's not enough distance. It falls to Rodriguez, and again, Michael, we're in a perfect position. As soon as he strikes that, there's only one place that's going. It's the top right-hand corner.
Here's Charles, couldn't get anywhere near that.
Yeah, it's not the best of a header, but whoosh, bang.
Boof, goal.
Yeah.
Savills coming on as well.
Yeah. You just wonder, maybe should the changes been made split second too a little bit earlier, but there you are.
Leon Charles is going off. Jamie Reid's coming on. So the record goal scorer for Luxembourg, 23rd goal for him. Ali McCann going off.
You thought that should have been, like for like mainly.
My goodness me.
It's amazing what a goal can do for you. The whole game's changed on its head.
2-2.
Yeah.
Suddenly Northern Ireland fans looking at their phones thinking, thank goodness Belarus have equalised in Sofia.
And they're a bit quiet over there now, Michael. They're not doing the bouncy so much. But again, you know, as the guys are saying, you've got to learn on the job, and this is all part of it.
It was Kovalev with the Belarus equaliser.
Yeah.
In Sofia.
Yeah.
1-1 there, 2-2 here. Oh, is the shadow of 2013 hanging over this match, John?
Yeah,
it was 3-2 that night.
At international level, Michael, I don't care how poor the team is. If you give them that sort of space, they're going to score goals.
Here's Bradley. Suddenly his miss seems crucial. Cross in, Bradley, the back post is missed, but the new goalkeeper completely missed it. Out of play. Did he touch it?
He did, yeah.
He did. Northern Ireland throw in.
But again, Michael, Price has got to get in front of Jans. He's got to get across him. If he does, it's a tap in.
13 minutes left, 2-2 here, 1-1 in Sofia.
Well, that's a brilliant cross by Bradley.
I'm not sure the new goalkeeper's any better than the fella he's replaced. Flapped at that cross.
Oh, maybe
Northern Ireland have it.
Maybe the keeper did have an injury.
Hume on the halfway line. Now this is a test of this young Northern Ireland team. His ball forward has been blocked and is held back by Shea Charles to his brother Pierce. Clears right-footed. suddenly there's nerves among this Northern Ireland team.
There would be.
Who were comfortable at 2-0.
Yeah.
Nearly got a third. Hume to Bradley. Bradley leaves it to Galbraith on the right hand side. He's going to bounce out a play off Carlson for a throw in. Still Poland 1, Scotland 1. 2-2 here. Northern Ireland were, dare I say it, comfortable and coasting at 2-0.
They were home and dry, Michael.
Conceded a goal from the free kick, then a wonder strike by Gerson Rodriguez.
It was a soft goal.
Record goal scorer. Bradley to Galbraith, edge of the area, shoots. Great save. Two-fisted punch away by the substitute goalkeeper, out of players. Price kept it in. Price has kept it in on that far side. Has been thrown to the floor. Northern Ireland free kick. Great strike, good save.
Brilliant work by Galbraith there. He takes the throw in, Michael. He makes room for himself in the box, and he's hit a great shot. It's a comfortable height for the goalkeeper, but he has to save it.
He made the most of it for the photographers with the two-fisted punch.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland free kick by that. The away fans have been silenced.
Yeah.
Free kick on that Northern Ireland left-hand side. McConville's at the back post. Ballard and Jamie Reid near the sort of front post direction. It's Saville and the captain Shea Charles standing over it on the Northern Ireland left. McConville's jigging about inside the penalty area. Deep in discussion. Saville is going to leave it to his captain Shea Charles. It's 2-2. Can Northern Ireland get back in front with 11 minutes left? Here comes the ball from Charles to the back post. That's too big in the end.
The referees give a free kick as well.
And
for
a
whatever,
free kick for a push.
Well, I thought it was going to curl inside the goalkeeper's left-hand post, but he's overhit it and nobody can get on the end of it. We certainly got a game for ourselves, Michael, in the last 10 or so minutes.
I don't think anybody saw that happen.
No, absolutely not. I mean, they were so comfortable, it was untrue.
Jans, they're looking for a third goal here. Belarus, do they win the corner kick? No, they don't.
No. Again, we needed that pace of Brodie Spencer on that left-hand side. What's going on here? I have no idea.
There's a row on the penalty spot. It's a yellow card for
Trey Hume.
Hume, I think.
Yeah. And is it Bunny or no?
Hume was certainly going to the referee.
Hume got the red
It was a row with Moreira.
Moreira, yeah. I don't know what that was for. I don't know if that was something that went on.
Kirchie was involved as well, I think, the number 5.
I don't know if that was something that went on during the free kick in the box. Was he waiting for a...
If Northern Ireland had another Nations League game to play, Kirchie has been yellow carded, yeah.
Well, the referees, I don't know what
is it a VAR thing?
No, I think he was just making a note.
Kirchie goes into the referee's notebook as well.
Yeah.
It was a push by Kirchie on Hume, and a push back, and a push back, and the two number 5s are into the book. Blimey, you can't take your eyes off this game. I can feel the nerves of the Northern Ireland team from here, John.
Oh, absolutely.
Still 1-1 Bulgaria-Belarus. Flicked header on by Reid, looking for Bradley on this right-hand side, tussling with Carson, keeps the ball in. Bradley on the right-hand side, squares it, might bounce into the path of Saville, nearly scored on Friday evening. Saville on the far side brings his man down, and that's a free kick, and Saville has a word and a shoulder bump for Sinani.
Only one decision the referee can make there. He's definitely giving.
Going to make another change. Luxembourg, big Marvin Martins, who got that goal for them back in 2022 against Northern Ireland, the 3-1. He's replacing 13 Carlson, the man in the mask. So it's Marvin for the masked man, Carlson. So discussion with Saville and the referee and Sinani. We might do well to finish with 22 players in the park at this rate, John, the way that tempers are flaring.
Yeah, you need to have cool heads now. Don't do something.
Remember, a point is enough for Northern Ireland, regardless of what happens in Sofia.
You don't do anything silly here.
Long clearance upfield by the replacement goalkeeper. Sinani on the far side, trying to twist and turn and get the ball in. It's thwacked off him by Price. And
Price did well.
When the throw in, there are verbals and looks and sarcastic comments flying all over the park here. There's an real edge to this game now.
Yeah, I mean, it was a poor goal.
Pierce Charles got his hands on that one.
Yeah, I think
the first one.
To be fair to him, he was a bit. there's not a lot he could have done. It was really close to
the
him.
second goal.
The second goal was class.
Brilliant finish from inside the penalty area by Gerson Rodriguez. That's why he's the all-time top goal scorer for the Luxembourg men's side, and they've got a throw-in on the far side. The replacement goalkeeper claimed an assist for that after coming onto the pitch. I think he did. It's going to be a long throw by Marvin Martins, the man just on the park. From the right-hand side, there are 7 minutes left to play. Here comes the long throw in the Northern Ireland penalty area. Jumping, everybody jumping. It's to the feet of Isaac Price by the corner flag.
Right,
and he clears it off Martins and wins the goal kick.
Yeah, he's done well. He's done well. Price there a couple of times. He's had to get back there and do a little bit of defending. It's funny how quickly or how slowly the clock's moving now, Michael, isn't it?
Yeah.
He needs to be careful. They need to be careful here.
Can't
with
get another,
this.
Well, Pierce Charles yellow carded on Friday for delaying. He shouldn't be delaying, but he is sort of delaying the taking of this goal kick.
Yeah, but I think it gets the crowd going, and the referee then takes a
out to this near side. He sliced it a bit out of play on the halfway line. Still 1-1 in Sofia. Still 1-1 Poland Scotland.
You see Michael on the edge of the box there. He's trying to get them jived up a little bit.
Just remember, this is an inexperienced Northern Ireland team. They haven't been in this situation before, giving away a 2-goal lead. Luxembourg now think they can go on and win this match.
Well, definitely they've upped the pace. And
Ball's
at the minute,
play on this near side for Northern Ireland. Throw in, verbals between Ballard and Moreira. Referee's coming in to stamp that out.
You just got to get away from that, Michael, and play your own game. Don't get involved at all.
Hume with a throw in. Deep inside his own half. Flicked header on by Jamie Reid. Only picked up by Chris Martins. 21 players inside the Northern Ireland half now. Marvin Martins has continued his run on the far side. Sinani with attempted ball through. They've given the ball away up towards Jamie Reid. His first touch wasn't good. And they should be able to roll this back to Sean, the goalkeeper.
It wasn't a great touch, but it wasn't a great ball either.
Sean's got a good kick on him. Crosses the halfway lines. Controlled by Trey Hume. Hume puts it forward. Shea Charles.
Why is he calling it back for offside?
But
I mean, Bradley's got the ball in acres of space here.
There have been a few mysterious decisions from our friend from Azerbaijan, Elchin Masayev. Northern Ireland in possession. Ball forward to Reid on the edge of the area. It goes down. No foul. It's all the way through the goalkeeper.
He took it with one foot and tried to get squeeze past the two defenders. Just
5 minutes left. 2-2, which is good enough for Northern Ireland to win the group. But about I don't know, 15 minutes ago, it was a totally different picture. 2-0.
Yeah, well, I said just before that, Michael, that they disappointed me because I expected better of them, and this is basically what I thought we would have got from day one. But we didn't give them any sort of chance in the first half, and now
long raking ball forward by Luxembourg. Pierce Charles should claim this on the edge of his penalty area, and does.
We let them into the game, and they've seized the opportunity.
You said a while ago you expected more out of Luxembourg. They suddenly found their form, their Euro qualifying form. Pierce Charles is again. He's waiting for Kirchie to. Kirchie doesn't have to move.
That's a foul.
He doesn't want to.
But that's a foul. You're not allowed to do that. You can't stick your foot up in front of him.
Martins gets the ball out to Sinani. Brody Spencer's backpedaling. Sinani far side. Good challenge, sliding challenge. Put the ball out of play by Spencer.
Good tackle. He needed to win that.
It'll be a throw in for Luxembourg, the far side there, right.
They're throwing all their big men up here for this long throw. So the one guy you need to get close to on this, Michael, is Rodriguez. And there's nobody marking him at the minute.
Marvin Martins, he's got a long throw on him. He's going to take this from the right-hand side, launch it into the Northern Ireland penalty area.
Conor Bradley's picked
cut out
now.
at the near post by Isaac Price. It's back to Marvin Martins on the Luxembourg right. Sinani. His attempted cross has been blocked by Jamie Reid. Reid in on the goal kick comes out. It might slice into the path of Reid. It doesn't. It falls into the waiting feet of Martins, who smashes it upfield.
I think the goalkeeper took it off the centre half's foot. We can't get on the ball at the minute, Michael. Every loose ball they're picking up.
Luxembourg are pressing. They believe they can win this, but as they press forward, it's opening up space.
Yeah, they are leaving gaps at
for Northern
back,
Ireland,
and we just need the right ball to fall to us.
Goodness me, what a last 15 minutes has been, John.
totally unexpected.
Long ball forward, inside the penalty area, number 2. Bounces into the hands of Pearce Charles. It needed better control from Herrera, and that might have been 3-2.
Yeah, if he gets his first touch there, it's probably when Charles is coming out of pace, it takes it past Charles, and he's got a side foot into the empty goal.
2.5 minutes of normal time left. Luxembourg complaining Northern Ireland delaying the restart or getting the ball into play. It bounces off the head of Jimmy Reid and nodded back by Luxembourg to their replacement goalkeeper Ralph Shaw.
Yeah, good tidying up by Martins there. It was an important header.
Still 1-1 Bulgaria, Belarus, still 1-1 Poland, Scotland. Jans, Luxembourg captain on this near side. Well, it's been a memorable game.
So we've now stopped dropping off, Michael, whereas
Paul
before,
Smith's about to come on.
Before we were pressing them inside their half. No, it's great. I mean, that's a terrible
ball out of play by
it just
Luxembourg.
takes all the pressure off us.
Paul Smith to come on. Started the game on Friday night. He's winning his 16th cap this evening. Famously scored 4 minutes after coming on his debut 6 years ago. Galbraith replaced.
Yeah, and I think Michael's having a word with
hug
him.
and a few words for Ethan Galbraith, his first senior start this evening. Started brightly, faded a wee bit.
Rodriguez has picked the ball up for the throw in and threw it into
minute and a half of normal
Trey
time
Hume's
left.
Chest there.
Long clearance up towards Brodie Spencer. Nodded on by Isaac Price over the halfway line. Spencer jumping, who goes down on the challenge.
He's done well.
That was a soft free kick. Spencer did well. But
yeah, he's looked for it, and to be fair to him, I mean, if that's against us, you're annoyed, but because it's for us, it gives you a bit of time now.
There was a push, though, by Martins, to be fair.
It's minimal, Michael, so they've got to be able to now to control the game and see out these last couple of minutes.
Game management, John.
That's what it's all about, and, as we've been saying all along, this is quite a young side, so you need the cool heads there to maybe just put this into the corner and waste as much time as you can, depending on how much... he's coming out with a board here now, Michael, so we'll see how much injury time.
Well, there's 30 seconds of normal time left.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a possible winning goal for Northern Ireland in stoppage time? Haven't seen the board yet.
No.
Free kick for Northern Ireland, far side, to be taken by Shea Charles, but 10 yards inside the Luxembourg half. He drills it looking for Ballard, whose jersey was being held. Nodded away by that man, Gerson Rodriguez, back by Smith, the substitute. Here's Bradley by the right-hand corner flag, gets the cross, doesn't get the cross, and it's blocked for a throw-in. Here goes the board. Was that 3 that I saw flashing?
I thought it might have been 3, yeah.
Right. It is 3. 3 additional minutes. We're into those 3 additional minutes. Paul Smith is winding up for the long throw.
They are, Michael, but I would say that other teams would have been throwing that into the corner and keeping it there.
3 minutes.
Still 1-1 in Sofia.
They probably want to go and win the game. I don't know whether they know the result.
Well, they can't worry about what's happening in Sofia,
no,
John. Here comes Paul Smith. They're looking for the win. They're looking for the winner. Smith with a throw doesn't beat the nearest defender, who is Jans. They get the ball back to Paul Smith. Saville's made a run forward. He's onside, I think. Saville on his left foot. Nice ball in the area. Conor Bradley. Bradley now. Can he get the shot in? Bradley shoots across the goal. And there's nobody there. And it's going to go out of play for the goal kick. Or is it? Yes, it is.
How many times, Michael, is he going to do that? I mean, that's 3 times he's gone to the byline, crossed it, and there's nobody there. And there's 3 tap-ins.
We are indeed seeing Justin Devaney come on for the remaining 2 minutes of this game. His senior international debut, 21-year-old, made his Premier League debut last weekend.
Well, this is where
Crystal Palace. Devaney is on.
This is where Ballard, Trey Hume and McConville have got to say, that's it, enough's enough, the game's over. And make sure we kill it stone dead. He's taking Isaac Price off, I think.
Price is going off.
Yeah.
Devaney is on. He's the 45th debutant of the 2 combined Michael O'Neill eras. Price not exactly sprinting off.
No.
And Devaney's wearing 22. And he's on. My goodness. Now, if you're writing the script, you would say Devaney will pop up in the 3rd minute of additional time with the winning goal.
Oh, no.
Ralph Shawn with a clearance, the long boot upfield. Maybe that's why he was brought on for his huge goal kick.
That's a push.
Ball's inside the Northern Ireland half, and he's given the free kick to Northern Ireland. Michael O'Neill.
If you're writing the script, Saville puts one in the top corner.
Yeah. It's 2-2. It's enough for Northern Ireland, but my goodness, the last how many minutes? The equaliser came with 15 to go, so the last 17 minutes have been nervy.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes now. There's a minute left, and actually that's on a little bit more for time wasting. but they've got to get this ball down into the corner and keep it there.
We've seen a few late winning goals.
We have, yeah,
in recent years for Northern Ireland. Pierce Charles with a free kick looking for Reid. Reid controls it with his hand, I think.
Oh, what a finish.
Well, he put it in the net, but everybody had stopped.
Oh, he's not going to book him.
It was either a handball or Mamurovic.
Oh, he's not going to book him. Fair play to the ref. He hasn't booked him for it.
Either way, it was the challenge in Mamurovic, or I think it was eventually the ball rolled onto
his arm,
Reid's hand.
But he's turned on it and he's drilled it into the far corner. This is it, Michael. This is the last chance now. You've got to win the header. You've got to win the header here.
What a way to finish.
Yeah. How far up the park are they going to take this? Well, fair play to the referee. He's not going to have any of that.
Sean, they get well back.
No, you've got to keep going. This is inside the 18-yard box.
He's telling Sean to get back, yeah. Michael O'Neill standing, hands in pockets.
This is
it's
where
1-1 Bulgaria, Belarus. So
this is where you have to win the header.
Sean gets the ball forward,
through
all the way
through
to Pierce Charles. He's kicked it too long.
That's heartbreaking there when you do that.
Charles, and there is the final whistle. Northern Ireland get the point they need. They will top Group C3. They've won promotion. It's the first time they've had a successful Nations League campaign. They were leading by 2-0 with the goal in the first half, beautifully finished by Isaac Price. Then Conor Bradley with a header 5 minutes into the second half, bundled into the net by Pereira. Northern Ireland at 2-0 look hoe and hosed. Then they conceded one from the free kick that was fired in off Pierce Charles by Korach for Luxembourg. A wonder strike 2 minutes later by Gerson Rodriguez. Then it was nerves for the last 18 minutes. They held on. There were other opportunities, half chances, near things. A memorable second half and a 2-2 draw, John.
Yeah, and if you look at it in a sort of strange sort of way, Michael, maybe they're going to learn more from losing 2 goals and hanging on and getting the point they needed than coasting to the 2-0 win, although you obviously would have took that. It would have made it a much easier game for us. But it's a learning curve for them, and they saw out the 15 minutes, and not only that, I mean, we had chances there with Conor Bradley 2 or 3 times.
Bradley scored the third goal for 3-0. It's a totally different night.
And had somebody been on the end of the 3 crosses he put in the second half, we could have won the game by 5 goals. But the important thing is they got the point. They've won the group. And it's another step forward, and this team are getting better and better all the time. I like Galbraith. I thought he was very, very good, particularly in the first half and at the start of the second half. At the back again, apart from the goal from the free kick, they played very well. For some reason they went to sleep. The guy got in at the back post, nobody picked him up. We still get that slight little doubt about the goalkeeper, Michael. With ball at his feet,
there's a couple of moments there.
There's a couple of moments, but again, he's only played 4 or 5 games. He's got to learn and got to improve. So a good stepping stone, but you can bet your bottom dollar that we go into Group B, the games are going to be a lot tougher, and they've got to learn very quickly.
I suspect the 2 words learning and curve will be used, Michael O'Neill, in the post-match interviews.
Absolutely, but as we said before, you can only beat what's in front of you, and they've topped the group, and we're delighted with that. And we've finally got this monkey off our back with this National League campaign.
I wouldn't have fancied another 5 minutes of stoppage time.
No, I don't. But again, as I say, you got to think that they were going to hold on, because they huffed and puffed after they got the second goal, but they weren't really getting any chances as such, but delighted for the players and delighted for the supporters.
We should have mentioned the Conor Bradley goal was the 100th goal scored under Michael O'Neill.
Yeah, and he should have had 101 as well, but there you are.
Right, lots of learnings, I think, is the other cliche that we hear from coaches. Lots of second half learnings for Northern Ireland. It has finished, I think, or it's about to finish in Sofia, 1-1 between Bulgaria and Belarus. So Northern Ireland will win the group on 11 points with Bulgaria on 9. My goodness me, did they give the travelling fans a few concerns in that second half. Hats off to Luxembourg for fighting back, scoring a brilliant goal to equalise. A memorable evening in Luxembourg City. Northern Ireland have done enough. They've just done enough. It finished here in the Stade de Luxembourg, where it's rained all night. Luxembourg 2, Northern Ireland 2.